once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I wonder, do you know Jack? Have you met Jack Talcott yet? If you're here already, I'm assuming you have. And for those of you who just stumble into this craziness, thank you. Thank you to all of you. There's something pretty amazing going on. For those who have been with me and you know that I've been traveling recently, well, look at the background. Jack is back home. I made it back to Baltimore, reunited with my baby, my little Smokey, and I'm back for us, back to here once again. So in the background today, you know, a little message and a reminder, let us all rejoice in the Lord. And this quote came up in my a late night thought, and it stumbled around for a little bit. We can have profits or freedom in society. That's kind of the topic I want to talk about today, is the freedom to share abundance, prosperity, and freedom. We can have profits or freedom in our society. I know which is more important to me. And it sure ain't profits. You know, the world has taught us that money creates freedom. That's a partial truth. Money does bring a little more flexibility, a little more freedom. You've got more time because you can pay others to do what you don't want to do. Money has an illusion of, so it's a partial truth, and partial truths, they create convincing lies. The world taught us money creates freedom, but that's a lie. Profits, if you stop and you think about it, profits prevent prosperity, abundance, and love from being freely shared. So truly, man, live life fully and share the joys you might nurture, right? Because life is all about growth. Nurturing and growing, tending, caretaking, right? That's what we're here to do. We're here to tend to and take care and grow ourselves as we work with others and help them grow too. At least that's the path I feel I'm on, right? I'm working on growing me, nurturing the old Jack Talcott into a better version, because the world deserves the best version of me. And the world deserves the best version of us all. You guys, I love you. I can be addictive. I have an addictive personality, and people can get addicted to me. Wandered into this place a while back. Send help. I get it. I totally get it. I'm a fascination. As fascinating as I am with other people, I know there's people fascinated with me. They're like, what is this crazy guy going to say next? What's he going to do next? He already thinks he's going to talk to Donald Trump. He already thinks he's going to end wars. He already thinks he's following Jesus. Yeah, all of those things and more. Because life, man, this life we're living, it is a crazy adventure. And seriously, I know who I am, and I know why I'm here, and I got a suspicion why you're here too. So it doesn't look like there's a lot of people joining us yet, but we'll drop this link and we'll see where the day goes. I know I have some loyal critics. They don't like to miss a chance to try to diminish me and prove me wrong. Today, I didn't make a whole bunch of notes, but I know there's a lot to talk about. I just returned from New Orleans, a mutual exchange with friends. That's what really makes life good, right? If you can help someone and they help you and it's a mutual benefit, life gets easier, man. So I got to go and spend a week in New Orleans, house sitting for some friends. And for those who have been around, you know the details. But it was a nice escape for me. And it was like, it really was. It was like a retreat. I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. I just had to chill out and cuddle with some amazing kitties. Um, so for me, it was a treat, but it gave me a lot of time to ponder and to wonder, what is God doing with me? If God wants me to do something from here, what might that be? I've been asking myself those types of questions for a long time. See, oh, here's an idea. I didn't write it down, but praise God, everything comes around. I was thinking earlier today, and I know how many religious people feel things get triggered and they get uncomfortable. But if you can just chill out and relax and consider what I'm saying, you might see, you might see what I'm saying. The idea is, can you be like God? Can you be God like? Now, if you take the Christian faith, we've got an example of God like in a man's form, in a human form, right? So if you take the archetype of Jesus being perfected with love, aligned with the truth, walking with faith and thoughts on God, well, are you not God like in that regard? Hey, we've got a guest who's returned, and I want to see how the day goes. So please welcome back Mr. Cage. How are you today, brother?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Talcott. How are you?
I'm feeling good. How seriously though, let's check in with you. What's going on, Mr. Cage? And anything new or exciting or troubling from your perspective?
No, I'm just here. What happens to me is not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's about you. How you doing, man? And how's the humanity doing in general? That's my main concern. Fuck me. It doesn't really matter.
Yes and no. Because here in the moment, while you're here with me, you matter a lot to me and to many others too. There's many people who care. And so I get what you're saying though, Cage. I really do. Because you and I we've talked and we kind of think a lot in many ways. And as far as the bigger picture, do I matter? Fuck no. That doesn't matter. None of us do. But at the same time, it is critically important that you are, that I am, that we get to be. Go ahead, Cage, please.
Yeah, I was out there earlier. You know what I mean? And I went and approached a random person. He happened to live where I used to grow up at another
Really?
building. Yeah, it was awesome. you know, he was right there, and we had a good conversation, and it was like the first. I just approached a random person. That's what I've been doing. Going on road, talking to people. And Buddy, he had his ex-wife apparently over there. They had reconciliation or whatever, and he happened to live in the building across from mine, in a horrible area where most people don't get out of there. He's talking about people like every day they jump off of the building and all types of stuff, right? Because it's a terrible area. And somehow I randomly found him under the bridge.
Cage, when I'm listening, what I've noticed in my own life, particularly over this last year, I've noticed some recurring reminders, right? Some out of the blue would show me a connection to way back when. And so I continually ask myself, is there something unresolved from way back when? And Cage, I don't know a lot, but just that little bit. The place you grew up in was a bit sketchy. You're lucky to be out of it. It sounds like the other guy may be too, to some regard. Um,
And finding him in a random area after is like kind of uncanny. Like, the odds of that. Because pretty much
Right,
everybody I knew was either dead or in jail. So
right. So please consider there may be a lesson and there may be something in there for you, my friend. I mean, there's no coincidences. You know that. You know,
it was
there's
amazing. I'm like, it's showing me something. It's like,
it is.
yeah.
It is. This is what I've been. Sometimes it turns out to be nothing, but if you can look at things like it's a mystery, it's a puzzle to be solved. I mean, you don't want to get worked up and drive yourself nuts trying to figure everything out. I've done that
I'm
too.
all about the puzzles, man. Have you ever heard of Cicada 3301? My bad, I'm in the grill room.
No,
Oh, it's quite the mystery if you look into it. But yeah, there's always something there, and I do agree with you, Mr. Talcott, that there is no coincidences at all. So just randomly meeting, it's the first person I approached and talk. I have it on camera. I could pull it up.
no, that's fine. I trust you, but that is pretty interesting. And Cage, my life has shown me so many things. Like I became convinced in the unreal. I'm convinced miracles, yeah, they happen all the time, as a matter of fact. They're pretty regular occurrences. We just don't notice them as much. But I've really been paying attention to life and treating it like a mystery. And the more you allow life to be a mystery, to me, the more clear God becomes. Hey, we got another guest returning. I want to bring him up. Welcome back, Stephen. How are you today?
Hello, hello. I'm blessed. I see Jesus caught in the background. It's one of my favorite images that you use. Uh, but how are you
Can you
doing, Jack?
stop
How
the
are you today?
bullshit, fucking Steven, man? Please.
What bullshit are you
Oh,
talking
You
about, Cage?
wow.
completely trolled Mr. Talcott every time.
No,
Stop.
I like that image. What are you talking about? Go ahead, Jack.
Well,
Oh, everyone's a. Am I a demon, Steven?
Yes, I
Cage,
would say
Oh yes,
until
I
you
am a demon.
reform.
So
Cage,
who isn't a demon besides
Cage,
you?
Cage,
I'm just. It's a question.
Cage. Thank you. So, regarding this, I'm actually glad you brought it up because it's not Jesus. That's just Jack. Um, but there's people that say you're putting your face on Jesus and that's blasphemy. Well,
I didn't say that though. There's
no,
a
no,
Clip
you
resemblance.
that.
That's
didn't.
all.
Someone
You
has to
didn't.
clip that.
Thank you.
Talcott clip collection. Clip that motherfucker. Hurry up. What the fuck?
Well, these people, man, people love to just it makes sense. We love to be the first to discover it, right? Right? We love to find the problems. It's built within us. That way we keep the tribe safe and we keep ourselves safe. But consider this. We can overcome that desire to feel safe.
What the fuck is wrong with everybody? I don't get it. I was out there. I could play the whole clip, and then I'm like, I even went up to the guy in the fucking Cadillac and the thing that's supposed to be observing the area. I'm like, what's with the goddamn? Sorry, not goddamn. I don't want to goddamn
I don't
anything.
know what he's talking about,
What
Jack.
what's with all
Do
the
you
lit terms
understand, Cage? I have
everywhere?
no idea who he's talking
Fuck
about or
you.
what.
Fuck you,
No
No,
idea.
Steven.
Cage, Cage.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was gonna
you,
wait till you
Steven,
were
you're such a manipulative little
Cage,
fucking weirdo. It's
Cage,
unbelievable.
Cage. I don't want to do that so quick. I'm sorry for putting you in the back like that, Cage, but please.
You don't realize
There's
Steven's
some
been playing a
Cage,
game on you the
Cage.
entire time he's been here.
Hello.
He's not
Hello.
genuine.
You're not you're not genuine, dude. You're out of your mind, Cage. I mean,
No,
you're
I'm not.
trapped no, you're right. You're trapped in your mind. Steven is a trigger for you. He's a test for you and many of the viewers. He's been a test for me. But I've
That's
grown
a
to like
great coping mechanism.
Cage, it's the way we are designed. And the way this life is revealed is we meet these different personalities and these different characters. And then we learn about ourselves and we learn about the different characters. But I
Okay, may I ask? May I speak?
please do.
Steven, what is their goal in this whole thing here, like joining. Like you're just trying to troll. What are you trying to do?
I have trouble understanding you, but I would
What is
say
your
that
goal? Are you trying
Cage,
to troll? What are you trying to get out of it? What's your
Please,
prerogative?
please.
I would say that you're projecting your anger inside towards me, Cage. I've done nothing to you
Shut the
ever.
fuck up, you little manipulative little fucking pussy.
How about you go sit in the corner, young man? And when you regain your composure, feel free to get my attention. Okay? You'll be welcome back when you can discuss things with civility. So I'm actually grateful this happened. Okay? Because, Stephen, let's face it, the reputations of you and I, they are what they are. We've done and said what we've said. There are people that are suspicious of you, your intentions with me. And I've been described as naive and gullible, and I'm just getting played. But I don't think that's the case. I'm not wrong, am I, Stephen?
No, I've been here day after day to be supportive and to try to be a good guest slash co-host when I'm on the left-hand side here. And I'm doing my best, and I'm not insulting people. I'm not rude. They're
Right.
just lashing out, and I do think that people bring their unhealed selves to the show, not just to Jack's show, but in
Right.
general in life. They'll bring it out in their workforce. They'll bring it out in public, and I think there's a lot of unhealed beings walking around in our society, and we're seeing that in terms of violence and not just rudeness, but threats, violent attacks, all these sorts of things. People need to look within and examine themselves and really heal themselves. I think this is very important.
Stephen, yeah, it really is, particularly in light of the current news, right? The current climate in the world. And speaking of, I'm going to bring Cage back up. I'm trusting he has regained him. You back in control of yourself?
I'm definitely back. I've always been in control of myself. But
No, it's not
look.
true.
If you rewind it, please, Jack.
That's false.
May I speak?
Let's let's hear what you have.
Well, look what you just said. When I'm in the left hand side of myself,
Cage,
meaning you know what the left hand path is, and when it comes to
Cage,
esotericism, there's a whole
Cage.
Wikipedia page about it.
Right.
That.
I think you're reading too much into it, and
No, I'm not.
I'd much rather discuss you with you.
So ask me a question. I'll answer it for you.
Well, first of all, you came up here. I
But he just
I
exposed himself. He's left hand path. Okay.
Cage, can you shut your trap so you can pay attention to me, please?
The trap's always going, but yeah, I hear you.
Well, this is what I want to help you with. You came up when I brought you back up. Okay, now let's be clear. You were placed in the back because of your mouth was running over, okay? And you were saying things you should not be saying here or probably anywhere. However, I put you in the back to save me and you from what you were doing. When I brought you back up, Cage, I said, I hope you've got yourself under control again. Now, you immediately jumped to the statement that you've always in control, and then you ran out of control again, Cage. Can you see what you're doing, please?
Can I give more context, Talcott? If I put a Wikipedia page, can we pull it up?
Cage, no,
No,
I'm not
no.
looking for excuses. You didn't even acknowledge
It's not an
anything.
excuse, man. Maybe it's a lack of education.
Cage, how about pay attention to the words I'm saying? Do you have any questions about the words you've heard me say here in this, just since I brought you back up? Maybe you can help me know that you've heard me, Cage.
I've heard you. You know,
What did I
maybe I
just
shouldn't.
tell you?
I should. Okay, yeah, maybe I should listen more and speak less. But at the same time, I want to also get the point across. So if you could, Talcott, please, I'm going to put something in the thing. If you can do that, then maybe we can move forward.
You don't get it, Cage.
Sorry, I had myself muted. I agree with you, Jack. I agree with you, Jack. He doesn't get it. He's been very confused for a long time. And I don't wish him harm whatsoever. I wish him healing, but he is very confused. All I said was I'm on the left-hand side of Jack. I never said I'm
Right.
left-hand path. On the screen,
Right.
I'm to the left side. That's it. That's all I meant. I mean, it's just crazy, some of the
Yes.
paranoia. But I don't wish him any harm.
No.
But I do hope that he kind of looks at his behavior, maybe replays this stream and says, you know what? I came in aggressive and rude and I was way off. And he's got to chill out a little bit and just kind of let people talk and converse. And it would be so much better. It could be so much better. Wouldn't you agree, Jack?
Yes. We've got great opportunities here. Cage is he's a good young man, but to swing it back, I want to actually this too. TJ, thank you, brother. God bless you too. I haven't caught you. I know you're still doing your professing Christ, and your devotion and faith are admirable for especially for such a young man. You're welcome to
Oh, I
join.
remember this guy. He was been on your show. I remember his face.
Yeah.
TJ. Yeah, he's a believer in Christ and
Mhm.
he's pretty calm and level-headed. He's not an angry, jump to conclusions, paranoid type. So, yeah,
Right.
I'd love to have a conversation with him on the show.
I would too. Unfortunately, I think my reputation kind of keeps not my rep. Well, I guess my reputation and what happens here kind of keeps some of the more calm people away, I think. But hey, Stephen, back to you said some words about the state of the world, and it was what came to mind is in line with the thumbnail too. I think this should say we can have prosperity, maybe instead of here, my mind is it's too many directions. We can have profits or freedom. Really, the truth is, if we weren't so worried about profits and debts, we could easily share the prosperity and abundance. From everything I've been learning about the patterns of trauma, emotional trauma, and the patterns of the mind, um, we have a world where trauma is being enabled, right? Actively, there's perpetrators creating victims, and then there's victims that are becoming perpetrators, and it's up to us to break these cycles. So what I've heard from Cage, he's a good young man who, with the right support and the right um, environment, he's capable of some amazing things, Stephen. I know he is.
Yeah, I don't have any hatred for Cage. I don't even have any issues with him. He seems to have an issue with me, but I understand that he grew up in lack, in poverty, and that he has spoken about having a single mom, living in a bad area of Toronto, a gang area, and racing cockroaches or eating cockroaches or things like that. He's mentioned it one time. But I'm looking at your title and it says the freedom to share abundance, prosperity, and freedom. Now, a lot of people are living in this mindset of lack, spiritually lacking, not just financially lacking. And I think I get what you're saying, to live in abundance and prosperity mindset. And if we were going to turn this society around, we got to change that mindset from lack to abundance, right?
Stephen, thank you. Yes, that is the trick. Um, I know there's a lot of people like me, and I've mentioned him before, Kyle Cease. He's a guy I follow. He's a very inspiring man. He wrote a book and did a documentary called The Illusion of Money. And that book helped me see my own poverty mindset. That's what you were describing, Stephen, that mindset of lack, not enough. Well, when you feel like you don't have enough and you're lacking, you start to feel insecure. And the insecure become very selfish. They can't afford to give anything away. They can't afford to lose anything. That's the mindset I used to have as well.
Yes, I think there's a lot of people with that mindset, and then they're living in fear, and they're stressed out, and they're quick to anger, and they're looking at everybody else and saying, "Well, they got more than I do, or I got to get this, or I got to work harder, I got to save more, or get a raise, or I got," and it's just a constant thing, and it gets them all wrapped up in that. And if they could just go, you know what, I'm pretty happy with all that I have. I don't need anything more. I don't need more shit. I don't I'm you know, I have all the abundance and prosperity that I need. Now, if I could help other people see that it's not about a race, the rat race, as they call it, to get the most toys or the most shit or the most, cars or whatever. Some of these people have a 16 car garage with luxury vehicles, and they just want more and more and more, and it's actually a trap. It's not fulfilling.
I've never experienced the life of wealth, but I've heard many people have achieved that, and then they've been like, well, Jim Carrey, the comedian or actor, he's an excellent example of that. He achieved his dreams of wealth and success and fame, and he still realized, I need God. um,
Yes. Yes, Jim Carrey. I've seen some of those videos of
he's
him
amazing.
painting Jesus and stuff. Are those the ones you're talking about? Have you seen those ones?
No,
He,
I
you got to
haven't.
see those, Jack. He paints the face of Jesus. He's made a lot of paintings, like some fairly large. And in his place in New York City, he turned a large, like 80% of his place into an art studio. And for the past few years, Jim Carrey's been painting like a madman, like day and night, making all these paintings on video. It's incredible what he's turned into.
His spoken words after his awakening, his words on consciousness and life and love, he really is inspiring. And when you were mentioning that, I saw something about him getting into painting, but I haven't given him much attention for a while. um, let me these scriptures that TJ sharing with us, thank you. Genesis, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Now, one thing that with this scripture, I wanted to come back to it because there's many people, I've heard people say the dominion means rule. And the rule that mankind has adopted is the oppressive type. But if we're from God, the intent is for us to have dominion, such as God does. That means nurture and care and tend to and serve. We shouldn't be overfishing the sea and, knocking out all these plants and or birds and animals and insects. They're all becoming extinct because of us.
I agree. We should be stewards of the earth and
Yes.
take care of it instead of destroying it. I think that's what Jack's saying, that passage means to have dominion. It's
Yes.
not to dominate.
No.
We're not supposed to dominate the fish and the birds and nature. We're supposed to be stewards of the earth, and we've gotten it wrong. I think as humanity. That's what I mean by we.
Yes, thank you. I get you. Many others may not. Well, along those lines, I've given a lot of thought to the example of Jesus. He is and was it was perfection. The story reveals perfection. Jesus is that story, but that story of Jesus is all of us. We are all reflections of him as he portrayed God, right? And so, doggone it, Stephen, I took us off from where you were. And then I
Oh, I was
lost.
talking about taking care of nature, the earth, stewards of the earth, and
Yes,
yes,
sorry. Jesus and leadership. That's what I was thinking. His way of leading is truly in service, right? And if we follow his way, we will be in service of others, and that service will lead others to serve. It's just a simple change in your mindset, but um, the world is nuts.
A change in a mindset, though, can change everything.
Yes.
A change in one person's mindset can actually make all the difference for their life and those around them and even the world. A change in mindset. That's such an important thing. It's a change in mindset. You know, a lot of people have said to me that they've said, "Oh, you should be God fearing," and I never liked that term, even as a kid, though, because I went to a Catholic school and there was a teacher, and right after First Communion, I was very new to getting the Eucharist, communion, and I went up and we were taught to hold our hands out, to accept the Eucharist, and to say Amen, to take it, eat it, and then do the sign of the cross. And by mistake, I've nervously said to this huge teacher, Amen. And she glared at me like she was about to kill me, like just angrily looked at me like, "Oh, how dare you, miss?" And she corrected me and said, Amen. And she got very angry. And I just was like, I didn't feel like God. It felt like a scary type of ceremony. Like, this was a huge woman, like as wide as a hallway. She was the biggest woman that you'd ever see, and she was scary to me as a little child. I was like 6 years old or something, and she just boomed and bellowed at me, and I was just, I don't know. I was very nervous about taking communion after that, even that time, you know. But go ahead.
I can imagine that. And I think that there's, different variations on that. There's many children who've gone to church and they've come away like, whoa, it's not for me. But that's what the church has done, is that fear of God. And I've seen comments here especially with my brand, Live Without Fear. But to know God is to know love. To know love
Yes.
means no fear.
Yes, we shouldn't be in fear of worshiping God. And they tried to instill fear in us, which I always thought was strange, like with Catholicism and all the Catholics that I was around in school and in church and here and there with family. They lived in total fear when I look back on it. They
Yeah.
weren't living without fear. They were living in total fear. And they were trying to make everyone fearful, including their children, grandchildren, the students of teachers, these Catholic teachers. They wanted to make all of the kids afraid every day, and that seemed to be their goal. It was incredible.
It's worked in the past. Having the children afraid makes them obedient. But obedient children that are afraid, they don't grow up to be real high success or high thinking adults. I don't know. There's exceptions to everything, of course, but
They just wanted us to believe out of fear, not to believe out of love, which I think is the total opposite, right? And that's what I get out of your message. It's supposed to be out of love for God, not out of fear. It seems like that's at the other end of the spectrum. And that's what they were teaching us as little children, to just be fearful of everything, be fearful of God, be fearful of the teachers, be fearful of authority, the government, be fearful.
consider this though. They taught what they know, right? And that's the ways of the past. The ways of the past have taught. We've got right now the entire illusion of freedom that we operate in under under the American rules. It's fear-based mind control. It's been outlined in books, in movies, in all sorts of different ways. This stuff is real. Fear must be overcome. There's no overcoming God, but we can overcome our fears. There's no real understanding God, but you can know God. How's that for a paradox?
It feels so good to get beyond our fears, to overcome our fears is a great feeling. No matter
Yeah.
what that fear is, whether you do it as a child, teenager, adult. I mean, I'm still trying to do that at my age with certain things. When I look back, that woman that was just so frightening, that large woman, she kind of resembled Bex a little bit. I hate to say it, but she
Oh,
she really did. She had the look, her face. I mean, I don't mean the size, but the look on her
gotcha,
face. There was a
gotcha.
resemblance, um, and she was scary. She was angry, and she
Hey,
was, go ahead.
sorry, I do want to come back to this scripture too. There is so much wisdom that's been left to us. But if I think a lot of people know the words, but they don't quite know what it means. This, I've been living this, okay? From Philippians, not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secrecy of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. And it's truly this, right? Learn to be content in all situations. Need God, but know that you have God. When you know that you have something, you need nothing, right? You don't need it. Know that you have God and be grateful in all situations to him. Even in times of pain, if you can find the comfort behind the pain, the memory of comfort, thank God for those things. The idea I've been learning, life, you got to have a mental strategy to deal with things, but at the same time, the key is to truly surrender. Surrender and give your control, your will, your power, just give it to God. God, do with me as you please. But then you got to realize, okay, if God wants me, if God was to do with me what God pleases, what would God want for me? Well, if we're afraid of God, we might think God wants us to punish ourselves and, beat ourselves up. But if you know that God loves you, if someone loves you, don't they want you to feel good?
Amen. I don't think God wants us to beat ourselves up like the ones that whip themselves,
Right.
self-flagellation. They used to do that until they bled. People
Yeah.
get the wrong idea and then they get addicted to doing the wrong thing that's actually harming them. Um, don't judge me, said not Jack and Stephen again. See, if she would turn that negativity around to positivity and embrace the conversation and listen and say, I'm going to learn something today. I'm going to listen and learn. That would be fantastic. But she's so biased towards Tommy. I think what it is. She's, you know,
She's how about she's loyal? She's loyal to her friend and she is at least consistent, right? She's regularly here. She's amazing. I'm a fan of PJM's actually, but I'm also a fan of Tommy's. So
she's not a fan of us though, Jack. She's coming
oh,
across as a little bit. I don't know. Maybe she's teasing, but who knows? Um, I'd like to have her on. Has she ever been on here live speaking?
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if she's ever been on here.
I don't know if she's visited here, but I've seen her on other streams. I, she's sweet. She's so sweet. And admittedly, I am glad, don't judge me. I am glad that while I don't appreciate how he treats you, I do appreciate that you've been there in support of Tommy for so much.
Yeah, I've seen Tommy shit all over her. I mean, he treats her like trash. He really does.
Stephen, I heard you too. Okay.
I have as
So
well. Yes, I have. I have crapped on. Don't judge me. I admit to it. But Tommy doesn't ever really admit to what he does. I have teased her, and I have come back at her, but she was kind of disloyal to me. It goes back a ways to last year. But anyway, I don't have hatred for her. I don't
no,
have hatred for anyone. Not even
there
for Moose. I don't even hate him.
There's really no point in hating. There's enough hate out there. I used to contribute, share my hate, and I'd align with other people who hated like me. And I think that's what happens a lot. Were you there? A couple of years ago
Oh,
on New
she was
Year's.
here on. Oh, okay. She
Could
was
be,
on
yeah.
your panel a couple years. It's been a couple years. What are you doing? Don't judge me. Why don't you come on here and talk to Jack on
Oh,
his show?
hold on. Let's imagine she did, and then you can already you can easily assume what she'd hear from Tommy if he even let her back up again,
Oh,
right?
he would be jealous and
He wants
angry.
loyalty. He wants
Yeah,
loyalty. I get it. So,
yeah.
hey, this whoever says he is in the light and hates his brother is still in darkness. I've been meaning to try and remember that one because
That's a
Tommy
good one.
Tommy
That's a really poignant one. This guy, TJ, really hits the mark when we're speaking about things with the quoting the Bible because that one is right on target.
TJ's he's devoted himself, and his knowledge of Scripture is far greater than mine. That is for sure. And I don't know, Stephen. Sorry, I was going to take this one way, and then a bunch of different ideas started up. Real world stuff, though. What's going on in the world? It's up to us. What are we going to do as people? And the world is getting so divided. This the I've seen good and disturbing responses to the disturbing events from a couple of days ago between Charlie Kirk and I understand another school shooting the same day. Um, there's the violence and divisions are growing. It's outlined in the Bible. My interpretations of the Bible are as I've been saying, but the story of Jesus, it is us in different ways. We each face our temptations. We each face our challengers, right? We each face God brings us each into these different scenarios where we've got to figure out, what am I supposed to do? Now, that used to frustrate me because I wanted to be like Jesus, but I didn't hear anything from God. And we have a treat, it appears. Let me see. Welcome.
Oh,
to
wow.
Liberty.
What a surprise. One of my
Hi,
favorite
Jack.
people.
Hi,
Hey,
Steven.
DGM.
I
Good to see
realize.
you.
Hi, thank you guys. I realize, Jack. Is there an echo? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I realize it's been a couple years. The last time I clicked your link, I was brave enough. It was on New Year's Eve, late, and it was like 2 years ago. So
Bringing
here,
people together is just what I do. Just reuniting you with Jack here on the show. I'm happy to be the impetus for this to get DGM back on the show. What a great guest to come on.
Yes.
well, I don't think it was you, Stephen, but it's okay. You can take credit for it. But Jack, nice to see you. Glad you're back. You had a good time in
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. With Rose and Jason.
But did you see them or did you just see the cats?
I saw the cats more than I saw them, but I got to see them before and after their trips.
Are they starting to look like cats? Because I understand they love cats so much that they've said they love their kitties so much that they're almost becoming like cats.
I don't know about that, but
I really like Rose. I get along with her. We email, we stay in touch once in a while, and she's a supporter of mine and my channel. I think she's very supportive. I did a show on her channel one time and spoke there for about an hour or so, and we had a great talk. No friction, no negativity between me and Rose. We've always managed to get along. Now DGM, it's been a different story, unfortunately, but I'm trying to mend bridges here. I'm really doing my best to treat DGM a lot better than what I have in the past.
Good. Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Stephen.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
Anyways, Jack, it's nice to have you back. I had a question for you, but I forgot it because Stephen's so fucking weird. He distracted me.
So charming. Don't call me weird. Just be positive. Charming.
I'll figure it out. I don't know. It was anyway, but it's good to have you back in front of the red curtain. Well, I would call them probably drapes. They're drapes, right? Mm-hmm. Draperies.
Does the carpet match the drapes, though? It doesn't.
Jack, but what is behind?
No, I meant with DGM, not with you, Jack.
What if you opened it and had the sunlight would be too bright, maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder what the view looks like. Oh, okay.
No, wow. Jack.
That's great, actually.
Down. Jack.
Brighter in there.
This might be better, Jack. Yeah. I'm not even kidding you.
Here, we have another guest.
Natural light.
I'm sure you could never guess who it is, but I won't keep us in.
No.
Welcome back, my friend.
He ignores me. I have no idea if he's alive or not.
Is this live?
Hey, Tommy, this is live.
Oh,
we're live.
Because I thought this was an audio section from a snuff film.
Hey,
you guys are creepers. Fuck. You guys are creepers. Especially you, buddy. Stephen. Nobody's buying it. Nobody is purchasing it, Stephen.
Stephen, or Tommy, what is it?
You want it all, but you can't have it, Jack.
Tommy, can you please, what do you think about Jack opening the drapes?
Shut up. You're like a female Stephen. Now, Stephen, I noticed that you apologized to Jack for everything you've joked about on your show. I caught it, man, because I have that discernment, and you're all some degree of narcissist. Stop chat. Those people are garbage.
Tom,
I'm not here to apologize, Stephen. You sound like you're the.
What were you saying, Stephen?
I was asking if Tommy's here to apologize to me and Jack and DGM for his treatment of us.
Okay.
Why are you guys trying? What you need to do is just give Tommy like 33 seconds. Just give him, that's it. 33 seconds.
DJM, Tommy has taken up hours of my live stream. He says, admittedly, I've taken up hours with him in the back. Right?
Shut your fucking mouth for 33 seconds. Can you do that? You've spent months up here saying, hey, shut the fuck up.
No, dude, here's what you got to realize, Tom. You don't get to speak to anyone any way you want, dumbass. Okay? This ain't your place, young man.
That's true.
And if a grown-ass man was at the pilot, he'd realize he's just using that as a trump card because you say whatever the fuck about you want with people stuck in your backstage, lying-ass nigger. Now, let me tell you something. You've said for months that you can't logic God, and suddenly you're saying, or no, you said for months you logic God, and suddenly you can't logic God. Well, here's a little logic. If your family has retracted even on social medias, that's not Dominic you've been talking to, you fucking moron. Idiot.
Why was Tommy calling you a nigger? Why does he use that word? Like what's the point of that?
Just chill out. Calm down. Don't act like you don't use that word.
I am very calm.
Jack,
I'm very calm.
I think you knew that you weren't
I
talking
don't use the word here, TGM. But
Please.
Go ahead.
Please.
Jack, you knew you weren't talking to Dominic on Facebook?
No.
Is that what Tommy? Oh, you didn't know? You thought it was your son?
Well, I'm confident that the one I was messaging is my son. Now,
Oh,
Tommy thinks I'm too stupid to know anything. So he hasn't asked me many questions. I've tried answering him, but I don't know how he came to what conclusions, but someone probably told him that
yeah. It
Jack's
came
not
up.
messaging his son.
No,
Oh,
Jack.
Tommy thinks you're fooled. Is that what
Steven,
it is?
shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
Oh my,
wow. Listen
I'm
to
sorry,
man.
Jack. I'm sorry. I forgot we're on
Wow.
Jack's show. You guys, I
Wow.
apologize. I thought we were on Tommy's show. But Jack, it did come up before, and it was like I do remember this. And Tommy's concerned. That's it.
No, he's angry.
No,
He's not-
he doesn't. He thinks that it wasn't the real Dominic. Someone's faking
I
it.
don't think he's concerned. He's angry. I agree with Jack.
Yeah, if he was
Even go to
concerned,
bed.
if he was concerned, he might support me in my efforts to confirm it. Now, I'm
I
not
agree.
like Tommy. Tommy and others love to jump to conclusions. They love to assume they figured it all out. I mean, I've been facing this for several years.
That's like Landry. He thinks he's figured out the whole panel verse.
Oh,
But I
Landry.
get what you're saying, Jack. I'm just saying, like, Tommy really does do that, and he has hatred for Jack. I don't think he's concerned. I don't get concern from what his behavior.
I trigger Tommy. I don't believe Tommy has hatred, even though he says he does. I don't believe that.
No,
don't.
he doesn't. And
Right.
Landry, where is Landry? Did his wife come home? He should click the link. I heard you guys only because you guys are making up, right? You guys are good, right?
Yeah, we had
Okay.
a conversation before the stream.
I know. Good, Jack. I'm happy about that. A lot of people probably are not happy, but I think it's good that you guys are, getting along.
Do you see any similarities, Jack, between Landry and Tommy and Cage?
Landry, Tommy, and Cage.
Yeah, they're all young, fairly young, I think.
They're quite different in their personalities, yet they've each similarly.
Can I comment on that? Our poll comment?
Please do, because I'm
He
curious.
just made that up. Our poll, you little.
Okay, well, what are your thoughts about Andy showing up?
I told Andy. I told him. I don't think that he should have used that. Andy, I called it. What did I call Andy? You have to remind me. I said it was foul. I said it's foul that you're using his son's picture. So our poll, shove it.
Hey,
you told Andy that? I missed that. I didn't see that. Was it live?
Steven, oh my God. You guys are, YouTube is making me really mean, Jack.
Well,
I'm not usually this fucking mean, Jack.
I know, but please consider, I mean, something I said about Paul earlier. We become like that which we spend our time with. You're spending time with Tommy. He's gonna rub off on you.
Oh, please, Tommy and I have fun with him.
Right, but he's still angry and mean. Even if it's not directed at you, you're around.
He directs it at me all the time. Are you kidding?
I know.
Does the same. It's all of us. It's not just
He's
me.
rubbing off on her. He's a bad influence.
That's why people are like, DJM, why do you let him do it? I'm like, everybody else is doing it. Why are you focusing on me?
Tommy's rubbing off on
everyone
you.
else.
Well, here, DJM, I want to remind you, you're not mean. You're not. We all have those tendencies. So
thank you for reminding me, Jack, that I'm not you.
You think I'm mean?
Oh, no, you're not mean. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. I thought you said you're not me.
Did you call Jack mean?
No, I got it. No, I got it.
Not me.
I didn't speak clearly. No, you had mentioned that you're starting to get mean, but We all have it.
Dorado. Oh my gosh. I gotta.
What's it? I'm not reading chat. I don't even want to read chat.
Chat room. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Is
I
that what you're
couldn't help
laughing
myself.
at? I can't.
Doritos
Everybody makes fun
comment.
of DJM. I'm used to. This is why I don't want to come on
I
chat.
can't believe that Andy guy though, Jack. He keeps using these demon names. All of the names that Andy uses now are names from demons, Leviathan, and all these different names out of the Bible. They're all demonic, and then he's using demonic images as his avatar. I think Andy might be demonic.
Have you seen the demonic DJM he made me?
No, I haven't. But
Jack,
I
please
think
don't, Jack. You're
I
gonna
think Jack is right.
overdose on tobacco.
I think Jack is right to be wary of Andy. I think Andy disrespects Jack in a lot of ways.
I think Jack takes too much tobacco when you're on stream, Stephen.
Hey, don't judge me.
Yes, Jack.
Don't worry about that. I've got
Okay.
enough problems that's pretty low on my issues. Okay.
Stephen?
So maybe don't worry about it.
No, I'm not. I meant Stephen mainly. The tobacco is the least of your worries.
Well, here, there is something going on in my life. I keep trying to tell people. You might want to step back and maybe not jump to conclusions about me. But there's people doing some pretty offensive things, and like what Andy did, what Andy has been doing.
I
However,
agree.
Andy is no harm to me. Neither is Snafu or Tommy or anybody else. I don't worry about anyone anymore. Why? Because God is doing something with me. God is doing something with us all. I just think that we should do more than just argue with each other and talk about people.
Yes. Jack's on a mission, and it's the mission first, not all of these stupid little squabbles. Jack, you almost look angelic with the curtains open. The natural light, like if you look at this, I'm not kidding. I know it sounds funny, but if you go back and look at this, it's so much better with that natural sunlight
It's so
coming
much
in.
better, Jack.
You look warmer, like it changes the whole mood and feel of the show.
Can you? I
It's
know.
way better.
Can everybody just admit that was my?
Yeah.
I came up with that. Steven's gonna take fucking credit for it, but
No, I'm not. No,
Okay.
don't assume that.
Please.
Don't lie.
Yes. You know what? Thank you. Thank you both. I'm sitting here and don't judge me. You're so sweet. You really are.
I called you angelic, Jack. I'm being sweet as well.
Yeah.
I am trying my best.
What I'm watching though is Stephen, you do have a reputation. You do have an energy. People get triggered by you, right? So I believe, you know what, we're all on these paths.
I don't know why I'm such a loving guy. I'm such a lovable guy. I'm charming and handsome and lovable and humble.
Yeah.
And I just can't imagine why DGM would hate me and be so defensive. I hope that we can mend our fences today.
I don't even hate you. You're making shit up in your head. Stop.
No, you've
I
said
don't
that
even
you
know what
said on Tommy's channel, and then you said you're obsessed with me.
I said. I hate you.
Yeah, you did.
I've never said that I hate anybody.
Recently, you did say that.
No,
you said you
you're
hate me,
making
that I'm
you
a
make shit up
psycho,
in
and
your head.
all this kind of stuff.
You're making it up in your head, Stephen, but I don't hate you. It's okay though.
Good. Tell you what, that's the key for us all.
Thank
If
you,
we
Jack.
can get
Let's
beyond,
love each other.
that's the goal.
Let's love each other to death.
If that's what it
Not
takes.
that far. Not to death. Come on. Don't put a negative spin on it. Dark spin.
How about love through the ego death? Because surrender. Yeah, love
I like
through
that. Jack, I'm gonna write that down.
Please.
Love
That
through-
is
No, I haven't. I'm not kidding you. I'm turning into Cynthia and everybody. I have a notebook.
That's wonderful. Dude, there's a lot of, that's how I learn. I hear something, I write it down, I come back to it later, and then eventually it kind of just, I carry
David,
it.
she has a husband, David. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that to her.
No, not
Come
like
on.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh my
misunderstood.
God.
Here,
And you have a girlfriend. Do you even remember her?
I do. I absolutely do. And I protect her from the panel verse because I'm a
Very
wise
good.
man.
Very
I'm a
good.
wise man.
I want to come back to that love through the ego death, because truly there's a path for that. Surrendering the ego, surrendering the shame, the guilt, that's part of this 12-step process that happens with the sponsor. Working with another, the love and compassion that can be shared, that's what helps people get over their ego nonsense. And it's the ego nonsense that has Donald Trump as president.
Yes.
I didn't
And
mean to
when
laugh.
we set our egos aside, I invited DGM to come up. She hadn't been on here for 2 years. She came on. I mean, this is wonderful. We're getting changes already today for the better, for the positive. What a blessing.
And today starts the rest of our lives. So, in fact, today is a new beginning for us all. And every day is, and every moment can be. That is the way of God. It's all
Yes.
new, all the time.
Amen. And it's a new beginning. When you opened up the curtains, the sunlight flooded in, and it's changed everything. I mean, yeah, that was DGM. I do give her
Serious.
credit. I do give her credit
Thank
for that. That was
you.
a great suggestion.
Jack,
It's
the
made
red,
all the difference.
yeah, they were kind of depressing. It was a little like you just look so much more alive. I'm not kidding.
Brighter,
You guys
warmer.
agree with me in chat?
Oh,
Or
it's much better. Natural light flooding in, sunlight. It's holy, actually. It looks holy.
okay, now he's blowing too much smoke. Jack,
No, it's true.
everything looks good. You look alive and it looks better. You're not like in a
jealous.
dungeon somewhere
Look
sacrificing
at the view.
something.
That's a
I
great
know,
view,
and
actually.
look how cool those buildings are.
Yeah. Let's see. You can't quite see it, but in the in one of the windows, you can see branches growing out of it. It's a vacant building that's falling apart. There's a tree growing in it.
Cool.
Oh wow, nature's taking back.
Nature, yeah. Nature taking over.
Cool.
It's the end,
Yeah,
end of the world, end of times.
nature's eating the building, but nature takes everything back.
Love it.
Does. And this is the beauty. We are nature. Nature has this mysterious power that does not stop. It grows. We are that same life. We are the same life force. We can grow, we can adapt, we can overcome. That's what nature's doing there.
Yeah.
And this is where,
Thing.
what's that?
I'm sorry. No, it's just crazy how nature can take over an entire building.
A whole city. If you abandoned a city, it would take the whole city back.
Yeah.
If you let a flower grow, it can grow through a crack in a sidewalk and break that sidewalk apart. Nature's very powerful.
But
It's
like Jack just
unstoppable.
said, if we moved into that city and we cleared out those branches and we cleaned up the trees in the streets, we could take over as humans an entire city block. Right, Jack? Is that what you just said?
In some regard. How about we take over the U.S. government? That's
What?
my side.
No. I
Yes.
did not agree to this. I'm not. Okay. You took
This is
my
Jack.
words and twisted them. I do not want to take over the U.S. government. Jack, you're trying to
do.
get me into some shit.
No, I want to.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's not that I want to do it on my own. It's I think we the people, need to get control of our out of control government.
Yes.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Somebody said to me recently that Jack didn't have any issues with Biden. Did you have issues with Biden before Trump
Dude,
was around?
no. I said many times the world would be safer if he was in a retirement home.
Yeah.
That dude,
Jack's talked about Biden a lot.
yeah.
Well, that applies to Chuck as well, not just to Biden.
Chuck,
I'm just kidding. I don't just
I
making a joke. I don't hate you, Chuck, if you tune into this.
Chuck is
I just
another
think he's a
one,
bit
though,
senile.
man.
I
Oh,
just think
don't
he's
get
a
him
little bit
started on
kooky.
Chuck.
He's a little kooky.
I thought you and
That's all.
Chuck were getting along.
Jack and Chuck?
Yes. No, okay. Because sometimes every once in a while you guys get along, right? You agree? No. Okay. Well,
I can be polite to most people, but I have a tough time just with Chuck. He's just
I
so
know.
disrespectful to me. He's been such an unpleasant part of my life experience. I really don't want anything to do with the man.
Your face shows it, Jack. It's like you
No.
smelled a rotten egg when you speak about Chuck.
No.
Your face look is a look of disgust.
It's
But you know, he
been
was mean to me from the beginning as well. Chuck has never been kind or nice to me from day one in the
he's been
Panelverse.
kind to me.
Never to me.
Well, I don't blame him.
Please, if you think there probably was time where Chuck, I'd assume, because there was a period of time, brief, that Chuck was supportive and nice to me. And then he found an opinion, and then his opinion turned worse and worse and worse. And him and Margot and many others have had so much fun talking shit
I
about
know.
me.
I know. Mark.
Trexty has this like this is why I've tried with Trexty, but she says a lot of things that she doesn't realize that she's being very rude and negative, and then she'll say, "Well, hey, Steven, you said." But the only reason I said anything about Trexty is because of all these comments for months about me. I would have never said anything about you, Trexty, without all these comments. So I don't know what her issue is with me, but she's kind of like a female Chuck when it comes to the way she treats me. I wish
Hey,
she would do
look,
better. I hope
no,
she does better.
here, I didn't get it. She's talking about Trump.
She's not talking
Yeah.
about you.
We've had some awful fuckwits
I wish
running the
she would
show.
do better,
Trump,
though. It's
Biden.
not just that comment. There's other comments up above. She's been talking about
You
me.
think
and
everything's about you? That's funny.
no, I don't think everything's about me. You're twisting it. But she's made a lot of comments for months about me. So, Trexty,
Well,
you
here's
got to do better. Go ahead, Jack.
I'll speak up for her, and she'll certainly correct me if I'm wrong. She's become a friend of mine, and the
Mhm.
people she sees that may not have the best intentions for me, she's a little protective in some ways, and
Yeah.
maybe.
And you know what, Jack, I wanted to say I see that, and I think it's cool that you have a friend.
It's fine
I
to be
think it's cool
protective,
that
but not
Trexty
to
and you are
lash out at
friends.
people. That's the lashing out
Steven,
part doesn't.
Steven,
Sorry, go ahead.
please let her finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. What were you saying,
I wanted
Jim?
to say that I think it's cool that you and Trexie have become friends and that you guys can trust each other, whatever. It's good to have a friend around here.
Dude, it is.
It makes you feel a little more human, right?
This was part of my blessings recently. It had to do right around the same time. I think it was right around the same time I went to Rose and Jason's the first time, and then I got to visit my family that week. You know, in that there's a couple weeks I met. We started becoming friends around that time, I think, and then time in person with Rose and Jason, and then time in person with my family. I felt like a new man. I mean, that's when I kind of started cleaning myself up again too.
Yes, that was a very helpful change. And you actually, I noticed your energy was different when you were down in New Orleans. It's like you seem to come across more calm, content, happy. I was a good change. I think it was
Thank
very
you.
beneficial for you.
Thank you. The energy there was amazing. The energy of their home, the energy of where I was, and I'm telling you guys, there are some amazing things that are happening with Jack. All these doubters and the ones who want to make fun of me, the truth will reveal the truth. And I know what these fools have been saying about me, including especially our friend Tommy.
And Stephen, don't forget Stephen.
Stephen has said what he said.
Sorry
But
to be a little tattletale, but
no, that's
She's
probably
trying to
fair.
stir the pot.
It's
She's trying
true.
to stir the pot.
Yes.
But were you here, DGM, the other day when I apologized publicly on Jack's show to Jack? I've never seen Tommy do that, or others, Andy and some of
wait,
these
you
characters.
apologized? You did?
You must have missed it. Yeah.
He did.
I missed it. Let me write this down. What date was it? Just kidding.
Was it?
But
Tuesday?
okay, but very good, Stephen. Okay.
Well, and please, and this is why everyone can change. And if we can encourage people, especially if they're considering making better changes, let's encourage people to change. Let's give them a chance, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree as well. I haven't said anything bad about Jack since a while before the apology or since, and I have focused on Andy and on Landry and some of these other characters.
You know what? That might have been who it was. I spoke to someone recently, Stephen, who said that they were in your sights. And I think it was probably Landry. I said I would try and talk to you.
Oh, you told him you were going to talk to me about. I offered him a care package with shampoo and toiletries, and
I think he wanted to get a restraining order on you from the last time. Remember?
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we can't bring that up, Jack.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
live thousands of miles away, and I have nothing to do with
That's what
him.
I thought was weird.
Very
I'm like,
strange.
I don't know. Maybe
Very
I'm
strange.
wrong, but last I remember, restraining order, Landry, Canada.
Go for it.
King Stephen.
Go for it.
Hey, that Landry is on his own path. Part of the path in this online experience is, and in life, it's trying to discern, is this a real danger or am I imagining things? And I think in the case of Stephen, it's imagined danger, perhaps. Right?
Jack, that's good.
He's in his imagination. He's paranoid. I've never made a threat against him or anyone in the Panelverse or anyone online.
Hold
ever.
on, Jack. We can't dismiss that he had what Stephen has done to other people. So I don't mean to laugh.
What have I done? Just name
I
it.
know other people have been hurt, and I don't mean to. When I laugh at Stephen, I don't.
I think you make up things.
I'm not laughing at
DGM.
what he has done. So my apologies. I don't. Right, Jack? Do you understand what I'm saying?
What have I done? Why don't you just spell it out?
I don't want to. No, I'm not. I'm not talking about you, Jack.
You are talking about me, though.
But Stephen, I understand what she's saying, and that you don't is interesting. But I'm not going to worry too much about that because the past.
Sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead. What is
my reputation? My reputation might be as true as yours, Jack. Have you ever considered that?
I have.
I've not done dangerous things. They've claimed that you've been dangerous and all these sorts of things, Margot and others, and there's the same group of making claims against me. Where's the evidence? Well, where's the evidence? Show it.
Well, that's just it, Stephen. I saw signs from you and your public behavior that warrant some concern, perhaps.
What violent behavior have you seen?
It's not so much, I wouldn't say violent, because you're very good at presenting yourself. It's a character. but I know I see beyond the character. I believe I do. I believe I see the man behind the character. But the character you've had online, dude, there's you've helped people either, well, you've helped people learn lessons about themselves. But some
I do
people,
help people. I agree.
But
I agree
also,
with that.
some people can't handle what
right,
you're saying, and they can't handle your
I'm very
personality and
helpful.
your character. And you know very well that you have pushed it to the edge of people not
There's
being
been a
able to
lot of
do
people
it.
that have
So when I
lied and
laugh, so what I'm saying is when I laugh at Steven and I laugh at the jokes and whatever he is, I'm also thinking of the other people. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
well, I think you said it well. Stephen, you and others, what I'd encourage you guys to look at is when to stop. I
Yeah,
think
just
you've
stop.
probably crossed the line
Yeah,
with
he
it.
should stop.
Yeah.
Just
no, I
stop.
don't think that's going to
Well,
happen. I
and
have every right to defend myself on the
well,
internet and in person against people that
okay.
have made death threats, etc.
Well,
Yeah,
Stephen, you might want to make goddamn sure you're
Mhm.
accurate in what you
I
perceive.
am.
Well, Stephen, you use that excuse against me.
You
You
have one
found
side
it.
of the
You
story, Jack.
found you found an offense from me. You didn't discuss it with me like an adult. You went behind my back and you started doing these stupid fucking games to me like you've done to everybody else, Stephen. So we can get along, but this pattern of denial, you want to pretend like you've done nothing wrong. Dude, you got to wake up.
I
Seriously.
admitted to what I did the other day right here on your show, and I apologize
Yes,
for
you
it. So
did.
what are you
Yes,
saying? You gotta. I already did that.
What did
Are
you
we going to
do?
the past?
it's with many
What the
others, Stephen. Just
Go ahead.
because,
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. Go ahead. I'm just he irritates me. We know what you do,
right,
Stephen.
but don't
I know
judge
what
me.
I do as well. I admit to what I do.
You have a lesson here as well, my friend. Okay? Because you get to grow in your willingness to forgive, just as I have been growing in my willingness to forgive.
She
Because
doesn't forgive, Jack. She doesn't.
Stephen,
I can't.
she's
First
capable
of
of
all, I can't get over the stupid T-shirt he's wearing in the picture. My
why?
problem, Jack, it's the
Why?
stupidest T-shirt he's
What does
wearing.
that have to do with
Why
anything?
does that have to do with anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my problem, Jack.
Right. Right. As is your opinion of him.
And I'm just saying, I know, I'm trying not to judge him. He looks stupid in that T-shirt.
Why do you tell
And this,
yourself that?
I just told you guys that. I didn't tell.
and her chin's big, so what's the point? Like you want to talk
See,
about
Jack,
looks? She's done
That's
this all
that's
the
why
time,
I
Jack.
started. He judged
No.
my
not
chin.
helping. Correct. And Stephen, you have been vile and rude
Vile,
towards don't judge me in the past. I have witnessed
vile.
that myself as
You
well.
should, Jack. You didn't even see back chat. You
You
I
should see
haven't
him in
witnessed what
private
she's
chat.
done to me. You have one side. She's done that as well. He's
Stephen,
been a total bitch.
do you think I asked for that? Did I ask you why you were vile
Two
and
sides of every
inappropriate?
story, Jack.
No, Stephen. See, this is what, please, please listen to me as a friend, okay? This is what I'm trying to get people to stop doing. Stop with the excuses. Become a respectable man online and off. And then when you do that, the world becomes better around you because you're not so focused on the negative and you're not attracting all the hate back.
But Jack, question: do you think Steven is like that to people in real life?
Does
To the
that matter?
people? Yes, it matters.
Why?
Is he going
What I
out in
said.
real life
What does
and
that
acting?
matter to what I just said? See, I don't think you listened to me either. Don't judge me.
Okay.
She's concerned about my T-shirt.
No,
Well, you
you
two,
said to go out and be a better person. Go out and be. Okay, you're right. You're right, Jack. Go ahead, carry on. I realize
I
I
don't assume that
contradicted
she's
myself
respectable in real life. I mean,
because
how do I know how
you're
she
right,
is?
Jack. So he's acting like this in real life. If he doesn't act like this in real life,
You don't have a
he's
clue. All
like
you
this and
assume.
online, it's
This
still
is
him.
what people do. It's just
He's
so
still an
stupid.
asshole,
Make
whether he's
assumptions.
doing this in
Dumb,
real life or
dumb
online.
stuff.
Stephen, you don't need to speak over everyone. You especially don't judge me. See, your lack of respect towards her shows when you keep interrupting and speaking over her. You may not be aware you're doing that. So please share respect.
All right. Let her talk about me. She's here to talk about me, obviously.
No, I
I've
was
been
saying,
talking about you, Stephen. Your
Yeah.
behavior is the topic at this moment.
Uh-huh.
So is there a problem with her discussing you?
Go right ahead. I'll mute and you can both
Okay.
talk about me. Go
Well,
ahead.
Stephen, you don't need to be defensive. And here, I don't want to, I'm coming across as kind of a little pushy, and I don't want to do that because I want us, seriously, I would love for us to figure out what the problem is. Because you two, I've seen, I don't know details, right? I don't pay attention. But you guys have your own past, whether you guys want to get along or not. Constantly sniping at each other doesn't really help the conversations.
I agree.
I'm not saying you're doing that either, but that's just,
I agree, Jack.
guys.
Sniping is what she does, and it doesn't help things. It's just like,
And Steve,
can I say something
like
for a
that all.
second, Jack?
as you're sniping, yeah, please
Yep.
continue sniping.
I just want to say that it's similar to the Margot thing. She takes shots at me. You have every right to not like when Margot does it. I have every right to not like it when DGM or anyone else does that. It's the same sort of thing. You should be able to relate because Margot does that to Jack all the time. It's very similar with DGM. That's why she was kicked off my channel. Yes.
Okay. He's gaslighting us again.
No, I'm not.
falling for it.
She
You
sniped from
can't
chat room.
gaslight me, Stephen. I
It's
told
not
you that.
gaslighting. That's
I'll
bullshit.
agree with you. You can't gaslight my ass.
What would you call it then, Stephen? Because
I would call it the truth that she's been sniping
Right.
at me for several years. That's what I would say.
And are you
Me?
innocent? You're
So
innocent.
gaslighting would be.
Defending yourself.
I never said I was innocent.
Okay.
I'm not
what
gaslighting
are we-
though. I'm not
Okay.
gaslighting.
You're not accomplishing much though either.
Nothing.
I'm clearing the record here. I'm not going to just sit and
True.
take accusations and say,
Tell you what.
I know.
Why don't
He
you take
is-
a break? Okay. Stephen, you're not reading the room. So, Moose, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I just popped back in and I realized that the same shit was going on. DJM's up here mocking you. Steven's up here
What? I
restreaming
haven't
you,
been up
mocking
here
you.
Like Moose makes stuff. Everybody makes stuff up
Yeah.
in their heads.
Right. Is that honest?
It
Moose?
is honest. It's 100% honest.
Why don't you
Otherwise,
be,
I
why
wouldn't
don't you
say
be
it, Jack.
specific? No, see, this is what I'm saying, Moose. You think you're honest.
No, it
DJM
is
was
honesty.
right.
I'm gonna leave now because I'm telling you 100% that she's fucking mocking you, bro.
I am
Is she?
not. Fuck you.
How do you know
Moose.
that?
That little weasel. See, this is what happens, Jack. I don't have problems with people until they come at it. Everybody's coming at me. And this is what happens when you hang around here long enough. People come at you. I'm not mocking you, Jack. Jack knows. I'm not. I would never mock any. Well, I'll mock a few people around here, but not Jack. Sometimes maybe I'll mock you, Jack, but it's all in good, right? Like I'm.
DJM,
What, Jack? Tell me.
if we actually step back and look at the way Tommy, which includes you and Margot. No.
You're saying Tommy includes me. You're talking about me, DJ.
Yes. You are a part of that.
And you're a part of that also, Jack.
No,
Yes.
you guys make me the part of it when I'm
No,
not there.
you're making me the part of it.
Why are you arguing? What
I don't know.
What did you hear me say?
I feel like you're getting upset with me and I'm arguing back at you.
Well, I'm confronting you on
You're
your
getting mad at me and I'm like a little
Tell you what, I'm not mad, but
okay.
I have been. Okay. I've been utterly pissed off,
I know.
frustrated, angry. Why? Because people like your group.
No. What?
Yes,
You're
your
talking
group.
to me, DJM.
Right. And you
Jennifer.
are a part of that.
You're
which
talking
has
to
that
you know my name
power.
is Jennifer, right? My name is Jennifer. You're talking to Jennifer, not DJM.
Okay, Jennifer. I've seen Don't Judge Me with Tommy and Andy and Margot, each participating in hours of gossiping and talking
Yes,
shit
and I don't like
about
it.
Jack.
I don't, Jack. I don't like it, but I will participate. I don't think that Jack should be harassed all the. Why do you think I'm still with you, Jack?
Because
From the
God
Paul date. No, what?
wants me to figure it out. That's why you're
Okay.
here. God wants
From
me
the
to figure it out.
From the Paul days when everyone attacked you, Jack?
I know.
Everyone.
You've been positive. You've been
Every
kind.
fucking one from
But
Jack,
again,
from the Paul days, from a couple years ago, everyone attacked you. My
right?
phone is going off. My son's calling me. Hold on. Go ahead, talk. I'll mute.
Tell you what, Stephen, I'm going to bring you back up, but seriously, I'm
Thank
hoping.
you. Thank you.
I'm hoping we can do better. Now,
I was until she came on and started accusing, and yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
And then you got triggered. Okay. And then
I got triggered.
Yes. See, Steve,
Okay.
I've been trying to get words out to you, but you and her, you guys just don't give a shit about what I've got to say.
No, I do. I'm all ears, Jack. Please continue.
Why you interrupt me? Stephen.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead. Sorry.
You and Paul, you two are just alike. You're both very manipulative. He's the aggressive one. You're the snaky one. People have been calling it out. Okay. Now, that's been the past. And maybe I was that way too. Maybe I was like, I don't know. I was never as aggressive and rude as Tommy or Paul or Snafu or these guys. But I was maybe I was very manipulative. I don't know. I was a functioning alcoholic. So I got away with being drunk a lot.
Can I jump in? Because I don't take kindly to the comparison saying that I'm alike with Paul or
Wow.
you calling me snaky.
Wow.
Our poll said, I like that Stephen does it openly. Yes, I do. I say what I think on my channel, whether you hate my channel, you've mocked it, you've said it's a shit show, a clown show, and everything else. You've mocked me and my channel, and you don't like when I defend myself, which shows that you're narcissistic.
Stephen, that's the narrative you've used.
No, it's what has gone on. Let's get real.
Stephen, that's the narrative you have used, but there's a different way of seeing things.
Pushback, you just backstage. That's what happens. You never hash it out with me.
You're deflecting. I'm trying to hash it out right now, and you're deflecting.
So am I.
No, you're deflecting. You're defensive. You're not really interested in being wrong, but you are wrong, Stephen.
Tell me how I'm wrong.
You've been using excuses. Yes, Stephen. Initially, when I came across you and heard your bigger picture discussions, right? I had some interest, right? I saw something that, okay, but then you would be here and then immediately go from being my co-host to talking shit about me and drawing clown faces and shit.
After I
So
was kicked off and banned from your chat, which I still am, I'm banned here
Oh my God, he's
no,
such
in
a
your chat
baby.
room.
Steven,
So
what if you're
it's
wrong?
not like you did nothing,
Steven,
Jack. You're not
have you,
innocent.
Steven, have you tried chatting?
Yes, I have. The
When?
other day. The other day with the sanity machine, and
Why
nothing
don't you
came up.
try? Why don't you try now? I think you're lying because I
Well,
don't
I've been
believe
banned and unbanned so many times I'd have to check every
right,
day.
Steven.
Right.
Things change. Pay the
Just
fuck attention and quit
I
acting like
do pay attention,
all right.
Jack.
Well,
I want
Stephen, how about you try it? Just chat. All right. Sorry, Jack, I had to take a phone call. My apologies.
no problem.
And, you know, people are trying to make me look, I don't know, like I don't hate Jack. I don't go in, I don't like how people hate Jack. I do not like it. I do not have the same disdain for Jack as Tommy does, or Steven, or Paul, or any of these people. I don't. Even though I am friends with Tommy.
Well, Jen, I'd like you to just think back in your memory or maybe go back to some of those live streams and see. And then imagine yourself as me.
Well, I've been there, Jack. Tommy
You-
says the
you've
same
been-
things to me as he does to
Yeah.
you.
Jen, you've been where I am?
No, I apologize. No, I have not.
In my situation, you've been there?
But are you saying with Tommy specifically?
No,
or
Jen, I'm asking you to please consider what you've said and done
what have I said and done?
from my perspective.
But
Okay?
so tell me from your perspective, what have I done?
You've been very supportive of those who mock me publicly, who spend hours lying about me. That's
Tommy,
been not just Tommy, Andy and Margot and many
I
of
told
Tommy's other
Andy
guests.
I don't think he should have. Okay, Jack, I know you're right. And I've thought about this before. I have. Like I'm friends with Margot, I'm friends with Andy and Tommy. I know. How do I get but listen, Jack, I'm not
Have you
against
ever asked them, hey, why don't you back off?
No.
Hey, what has Jack done to you to deserve this?
Jack,
I mean,
you
Jen, this is literally all I have been asking human beings to do since 2018. Please ask these people, what is their problem?
I know. Okay,
Okay,
Jack,
well, what is their problem?
I know. And here, this is my thing, is that I came into this. I know. What are you laughing at? I came into this when this was already happening with Tommy.
You're right.
I'm
know. You're right. You're right.
I know. You guys don't understand.
You
I already
came
came into this
into a
shit
mess.
when you guys all had this drama already.
Right.
So, and a lot of people don't know that.
Okay. So you just jumped in, picked a side, and jumped in?
No, I'm not. What side did I pick?
Not mine.
Jack, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I've been in chat.
after years.
Everybody knows I support Jack. Tommy
Okay,
gets
you know
mad
what?
at me. Tommy gets pissed that
You know
I
what?
support Jack.
Jen, I just realized I'm doing something to you that has been frustrating for me when people do it to me.
Thank you, Jack.
I'm trying to hold you accountable for what people around you are doing.
Thank
What
you.
they're choosing to
Okay.
do.
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you, Jack.
It doesn't change the facts. You've sat there silently. Silence condones. I mean, this is why the nation and the world is the way that it is, because good people aren't speaking up. They're not saying, hey, this doesn't seem right. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what is going on? I mean, if people actually looked out for each other, our world would be totally different. And Jen, here, let's also put this back into perspective of where Jack is coming from. And I'll bring Stephen back up for this too.
Okay.
Where Jack is coming from, guys, is focus on ending wars. And I'm not just talking about this bullshit, childish nonsense of grown adults playing games online. Does that make sense?
It does. And I've actually said on your show many times over the past few months, people should focus on Jack's message in the chat. Viewers, not focus on me, not focus on my shirt, not focus on whatever. Focus on Jack's message is important. I'm not kidding about this, Jen. It's his show. Like, you're laughing. It's not even funny. It's focusing on his message is what matters. That's what everyone should be here for. Why do you think I keep coming here? You know, that's the way it is.
Hey, Stephen, I apologize to Jen, with you as well. I'm honest with the words I'm saying, okay? We've got to do better.
Well, you did call me snaky, Jack, and I'm not triggered. I'd just like to know why you call me snaky.
Oh my God.
Why you said that.
I agree. We all need to do better.
Because I saw the duplicity, okay? I saw days where you were literally on my panel. Everything seemed just fine. And then I see Jack's a fucking clown or whatever. You're talking shit about me. I was like, wow, fascinating, dude. I got you.
He does it all the time, Jack.
I know. It's not just once.
That's not true. I have been live streaming today, and I have not done that. I've not done it since before the apology days ago. And I publicly apologized and I changed my behavior. Tommy's not done that. Paul's not done that. I'm different from them, and I've shown it. And that's what I'm going to put on the record.
Stephen?
Okay.
I am a reasonable man.
Put it on record.
I agree with what Stephen said there. He has done more than many others, and I think the things I'm bringing up are before Stephen has been showing me some change. So
if we keep going to the past, it never changes. Then, like we got to move forward. I've made clown memes about Paul. Jack, all I'm saying is Jack's not the only one. I didn't target Jack Talcott and only make fun of him. I made fun of the whole panelverse. All of them. Snafu, Paul, Tommy. I'm admitting to it. So don't just say we know. It's not duplicitous and hiding when I admit what I've done. I've been open about it. Our poll is exactly right. No, you've lied and said that I hide it. I don't hide anything. I've admitted to everything I've done.
When did I say
there's no duplicity? Lied? I've admitted to all that I've done.
People put shit. People just make stuff up here.
And Tommy's done things. Paul has done things. They put my face. Like it's not one way. It's not a one-way street.
Thank you.
Is that all you have to say?
No.
This is why I get annoyed with you. You interrupt and say, "We know, we know."
Okay, and good, Stephen. Thank you, because that's what I want to tell Jack is everyone's done it, and Jack was getting mad at Jen for being friends with Tommy because everybody does it, and it happened way before I even existed.
Jen, I want to remind you earlier today, maybe you didn't hear it, but I said I was glad to see, despite how Tommy treats you, I'm glad to see he's got someone like you in his corner. Okay. So as I'm saying this and hearing you, I realize the contradiction I'm putting.
Oh my God, Tommy's going to hate that you said that. He's going to be so mad you said that.
What doesn't Tommy hate? And I'm not being funny. Really, what doesn't he hate? He's angry and hateful every day, dude. I mean, let's get real here.
He's going to be like, TJM, fucking
He hates me already. He banned me. All I did was try to come on his show to talk to him, and he said, I know what you're doing. You're coming on here to talk about Jack. I wasn't there to talk about Jack days ago. I was just trying to join his live stream, and he banned me. He's like, oh, King Steven's trying to get on here. He makes up narratives in his head. And it's like, I didn't even say anything. I didn't even get on his show to say a word, and I was banned on StreamYard. So, like, that's Tommy. Tommy's going to be Tommy. That's the way I view it.
Hello, Kettle. Hello, Kettle.
Tommy, well, all of us, online especially, right? We are developing and learning as we go. Many people think they've figured it all out, like Tommy, right? What you said, Stephen, he tells these stories.
But why are we talking about, why are we honing in on Tommy? Why Tommy?
We're not honing in,
Because
just mentioning.
he's my friend?
No, it's not about you, Jen. Okay?
It's not about me, but it's not everyone's honing in on Tommy. What about
We're
all
not
of you guys?
honing in,
Every fucking
Jen.
one of you.
Jen, now you're getting defensive and you're not really following along, I don't think.
Okay, I know. I get defensive.
Right. And that's the ego part.
That's
the part I encourage. That's the part you can love yourself through.
Oh, I'll burn it. Jack, I'll throw my computer through my sliding glass window right now.
Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Why?
Anger.
She can't control her emotions. See, this is actually the issue I had with Jen is she's emotional. She doesn't care about the truth. She's just biased.
Just like you guys think I'm going to cut my husband's brake lines, okay?
Anger. Anger is a real issue, and that's why we were talking about Tommy. His patterns of anger are undeniable. But I honestly think this is what came to my mind is I think this is why I cross paths with Tommy and Paul, many others, because I've had to overcome my own anger. I can help men, I can help angry men, but until they recognize that their anger isn't good, they won't change.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, Jack. I'm sorry.
She's not taking this seriously. I agree with Moose.
Just
I'm
when
sorry.
you said I can help angry men,
Yeah.
it's like you have your plate full, Jack. Your plate is full helping angry men on the YouTubes.
Jim, seriously, the only thing I've been trying to do is to find a human being to encourage someone. Hey, why don't you listen to Jack? Why don't you see what he's got to say for you? I mean, if I've been studying health and wellness, I feel filled with health and life, so much so that I believe if given a chance, I can help change this world. Now, I'm not convinced that me going and roughing it on the streets is the best idea, or taking my license plates off and trying to go to jail. I don't think that's the best idea for me either. But guys, if you can just allow yourself to imagine like you're a child, like anything is possible, because it is. And if you allow anything to be possible, then realize God is writing this story with us. We get to choose the direction we take it. I learned that about myself, right? The lesson from the Bible, we were given free will, then we ate from the tree of knowledge, and learned of good and evil. Well, we still have that free will. We know what is good. Are we willing to accept what is good? Are we willing to be what is good? Those are the things I'm working on for me, and I encourage everyone, please join me. Join me in this belief that God is with us and God wants our world to be a better place. And that we're here for a reason. And it's not just to entertain each other, and it's not just to carry resentments and anger. We're here to help each other, really.
I've been trying to be helpful. All
I
these
know.
days in a row that I've been on here, I've been trying to be supportive and helpful.
Stephen, you have been, okay? And I want to recognize I could have definitely communicated with you better today than I did. So please accept my apologies and understand that we can do better.
Yeah.
Okay, apology accepted. I also want to make it clear, and it's not rehashing anything, but it's just for clarity's sake. I am live streaming this, but I have not been mocking Jack. I'm not live streaming this, and I'm not putting up any clown images, nothing mocking. I'm here with sincerity,
Good
and I'm being
job.
authentic. So,
Okay, good. Oh, Stephen, guess what?
what?
That was okay. I guess
That
she's
was
come.
odd.
Hey, Stephen, what you said. I haven't looked. I'm trusting that's true, right? That you haven't been, going against. You haven't been going against your words. And so for the viewers, Stephen, please bear with some of the viewers. Realize, they're going to be resistant. But to those who want to bet against, right, give it a chance. Allow yourself to have trust in others, that others can do the right thing, just like you can do the right thing.
Yes. Well, when somebody confesses to me and apologizes and says that they've done me wrong and asks for another chance, I tend to give them another chance. I don't hold it against them for life. Even people that betrayed me in real life, not on the internet, but in real ways, I gave them another chance at being in my life. And I didn't hold it against them forever. Because if we hold things against everyone forever, nothing ever gets better. Nothing changes. It's just like an eye for an eye until the whole world's blind. That's what happens. Like, so people have to move forward. If they want to hold it against me forever, nothing does change then.
That's
That defeats Jack's message then in the end, because you'll never have peace if they want to hold it against me and everyone else. So,
hey, I don't know if you saw this from Modern Men Lost Again. I'm sorry too, Stephen.
oh, I'm sorry as well to Landry. Thank you. You said that you have a great show. I love your Esoterica series. Well, thank you very much. I didn't know you were watching my channels, Landry.
I know he's been looking into not just the current stuff, but I think he does look. I think he investigates. And he and we had our misunderstandings and our disagreements in the past, but we've also had words since then as well. So, Stephen, you are an interesting part of this adventure. I've appreciated you and I've been frustrated by you, but I wonder where the future is going to lead us. What do you think?
Well, there's been more than a few people that have been frustrated with me in my lifetime, Jack. So there's been quite a few teachers in the past and family members and ex-girlfriends at times that were frustrated with me. I'm a very stubborn, free-spirited, different type of being. So I can understand people being frustrated with me, and I can make jokes about it. I can laugh at myself and at my flaws, and I can be frustrating. I mean, it's true. I can be very rebellious and very stubborn and strong-willed, and I fight. And I've done a lot of things in my life, and a lot of people like to think I'm just born with a silver spoon in my mouth as Richie Rich and everything else. I let people in a sense form their own narratives, and I don't think most people in this realm are real truth seekers. That's the way I look at it. I think that's very rare, or peace seekers as well. And I think that Jack actually does seek peace. That is something that I've always given him credit for since I first found your channel. From the very beginning, I've never denied that or never said, hey, he doesn't want peace. I've always understood that about Jack, so at least I can say that much. Some people here have mocked that about Jack all over YouTube that I've seen.
You know, Stephen, that might have been it. You might have been one of the earlier ones who allowed yourself to consider what I was saying in the bigger picture. And I appreciate it. We're all pieces of this puzzle. I was thinking earlier, because you pointed it out correctly, the stories being told, right? A lot of these people are telling stories about each other, and the stories aren't actually real. But I was thinking about it earlier. I was in prayer. I was out running errands, and I was so grateful to have the ability, to have the opportunity, to have the abundance, right? And I was just grateful, sitting in the car with gratitude and realizing, okay, I am his story. God is writing the story. I am his story. We are history. It's perfect. We are the history that's being created. It's glorious.
Yes. Well, I agree with that. And I wanted to say when you were talking about people hearing a narrative in their heads, I had an insight on that recently, and it's not just about the Panelverse. It extends to real life as well. I'm sure you've experienced this, Jack, where sometimes you'll say something and people will hear something else other than what you said. They'll add words, like you'll say, women tend to be more emotional, and a woman might hear that, or a group of women in the room, they'll say, you hate all women? And you'll be
Right?
like, I never said I hate women. I never said all women. I said women tend to be. I never said all women are that way or that I hate women. They hear something other than what was actually said. And it's a fascinating but disturbing phenomenon. And I think that happens to Jack Talcott. When Jack says certain things, happens to me as well. People will hear something that wasn't even said. And I don't know how to correct that.
Right. That's what I've been trying to figure out too, Stephen, because what you're saying, it's real. I don't think it's just you and I. I think what we're experiencing, we've observed the patterns of the ego. And if you think about the logic of how the mind might work, it makes sense. Each of us, while we hear the same vibrations, the same energies, the same words, every one of us is processing not just the words, but all of the data at our own level of understanding. So people will take what they hear and they'll put it into their own vocabulary and understand it at their own level of meaning, I guess. But another problem when people aren't actively listening, what the ego does, right? It's defensive and distracted, and they'll hear the words. The words will create a thought, and then they'll address the thought, not what you're saying. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have. I have. And it can be very frustrating to deal with that. I've dealt with it on my channel. As some people know, I run a channel. I do live streams. So sometimes in my chat, people will show up and they'll be attacking me or defensive over things, and they're mishearing and they're misunderstanding completely. And as Jack said, misunderstandings can cause, it can cause breakups of families. It can cause someone to be estranged from you for years. It can cause divorces. But on a societal level, look what it can do to America. Misunderstandings. It's devastating.
And this is where we're at. Our world is so filled, the society here in America, especially, the world is filled with confused people. There's so many people that have been misunderstood. They misunderstood their purpose in life too. That was me. But swinging it back to the way the communication styles, especially on these panels, it's people talking at each other. They're not talking with each other. I've had it in my texts too. It's like I'm trying to have a conversation and it's just not there. People are nuts, dude.
Yeah.
But
It's
there's a
sad, but go ahead, Jack.
yeah, I'm sorry to keep going, but there's a solution. And the solution, it can come together so easily, and I truly believe it will. If I'm right, I'm getting closer. I will sometime soon, should everything work out, I'll be speaking with Donald Trump, maybe men and women of Congress. I'm going to have a breakthrough somewhere soon. And if I'm able to achieve these goals, it is the fulfillment of prophecy. And I'm inviting anyone who hears, let's find a way to make this happen. We can create a future world where wars and poverty are in the past. I mean, the kind of the topic of today, the freedom to share. If we move away from the debts and to keep it in line with our conversations, living in the past, if we can stop living in the past, carrying around all this trauma, we can change everything. And that's what I actually want to speak to Donald Trump and to the men and women of Congress about, because people have studied it, there's data, there's evidence. Our current society profits from trauma. Children are being traumatized every day by good intended parents who don't know any better. That's what I was raised by. My parents were good-hearted, the best of intentions. They didn't know what they were doing, neither did I. But my parents, they raised me very strictly. Well, in some ways. But the leadership of Jesus, that is what we can all emulate. Even if there are no followers, right? We can walk that way. It's what I've been practicing for myself. And you know what, Stephen, this practice of forgiveness, that's what this online thing has helped me do. That's what Margot has helped me do. Admittedly, she's been in this story for so long. I've forgiven her completely.
I
Right?
don't know how you tolerated her for that long, Jack. I'm sorry, but she's difficult. She can be difficult to deal with. But I just want to say openly, I do forgive everyone here in the chat room that is today and other days, made rude remarks directed at me, mockery, whatever. I do forgive you. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm moving forward. I try to move forward, and I'm not going to. I don't have any ill will towards people here. I do forgive. And I think the world needs more forgiveness.
Hey, Stephen, how are you feeling right now? We're around the 2 hours. There's not a ton of viewers, and we haven't had a ton of guests, but I'm comfortable hanging out or shutting it down. How do you
Oh,
feel?
I can hang out longer if you want to hang out. I feel pretty good. I got the stamina of a bull. For an old man of 88 years old, I've got the stamina. But yeah, it's actually been a very, I would say it's a productive show. I know things got heated for a while, but we worked through it and we actually achieved something today and moved forward. And I think that moving forward is always good to move forward and not just to keep looping and dwelling on things. Like it's good to resolve things and forgive and move forward. I do appreciate that about Jack as well, how he's able to forgive people and give them more chances. And that those are great qualities for anyone to have. So to the audience, like if you can forgive someone for saying something mean about you or teasing you or just whatever it is that is stuck with you, if you can just kind of forgive them and let it go and go, okay, well they did that, but I forgive them and well let's move on. I think it's good to do that.
It's the only way to be. If we carry any resentment, that resentment will eventually turn to guilt and shame, because we can only blame others for so long And then once we start realizing, eventually we've got to realize we are the problem. If we're carrying around unforgiveness, we are the problem. And there's consequences
Yes.
to everything.
Amen. That's true. There's that. Have you heard that old saying, Jack, where carrying anger towards someone else is like carrying around a hot coal in your hand? It's burning you. It's actually hurting the person that's hanging on to that. They're hanging on to something that's hurtful, and you're hurting yourself. And that's true. I mean, if I hung on to hatred towards people that have wronged me in my past early life, I'd be fucked up, man. I'd be hanging on to hatred for decades towards people, and it's not healthy. It's better to heal and go, you know what? I forgive them. They probably couldn't help it, or the way they were raised, or they didn't know better, or they were a wounded person. And I think Tommy's wounded. He's not the only one, but he was mentioned earlier by Jen. And I hope that he heals himself. He would probably hear my words and think it's mockery. It isn't mockery, it's sincerity. I do wish him well. I hope he heals himself and gets over the anger, whatever he has that's making him angry every day. That's not healthy for anyone.
No. And it took me a long time to realize that. Anger was my Achilles heel. It's been my downfall and my weakness for a long time, most of my life. So it's something I know intimately, and it doesn't do us any good. The idea of resentment, that's what a lot of this is. It's unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is being carried around. And if you consider just the logic, we only have so many seconds in a day. We're only awake for so many hours each day. Every moment spent on the past or spent on judgment and condemnation, that's time that we miss from love. And self-love is the first thing to be denied when we carry unforgiveness. Because every time we think about love and doing good for ourselves, it can real quick, those other thoughts come up.
Yes. And self-love incorporates a lot of things, including making yourself, like your body, feel better, giving yourself massages, as Jack has talked about in the
Yeah.
past. Lindsay made a comment about me. I do forgive you, Lindsay. She made a comment in the chat room, and she said she was sorry to me for, yeah. Or,
Was
oh,
it,
was that to
you have
me, or is that to Jack? Because
that
Jack
might
was
be,
in a bathtub as well.
yeah,
I'm
I
confused on
wasn't,
that one. I just thought maybe Lindsay thought I was sexy or something. I took it that way. I thought maybe, oh, well, Lindsay, maybe she has a crush on me or something. Anyway, I do forgive you, Lindsay. I do forgive you, and I won't bash you.
thank you. Hey, I want to swing back. I wrote down truth seekers. I don't remember what the context was when you brought that up, but the truth seekers and peace. A thought I realized earlier, and people like Snafu, dealing with him earlier, reminded me of this. We've got a world where people spend their time looking for lies, not the truth. I think that's what Snafu's been doing, looking for lies instead of truth. And instead of peace, they're finding disagreements, finding reasons to have conflicts. That's Tommy, Snafu. It's a bunch of people, man. What do we do
I
with
would
that?
say that Snafu seems to believe that he's seeking the truth.
Yes.
I'm not defending him, but I think he does believe that he's seeking the truth and investigating and stuff like that. In this world, though, that we're in, like the Great Division, a lot of lefties versus right, left versus right, a lot of these people, I think they really do believe they're seeking truth.
Yes.
And they believe they're seeking truth, but they get emotional and ideologically driven and biased and hateful a lot of times and violent, and it just spirals into all this shit that's not good for any of us. It's toxic.
It is. The human mind and the human condition. It's a very interesting topic. Welcome back, Cage.
Here's an interesting guy.
Yeah, how you doing?
Welcome back, Dave.
Stephen, everybody's attracted to you and has a crush on you. Every woman has a crush on you because they're schizophrenic and play with fucking hand puppets, right?
What?
Cage,
Well
Cage,
done, demon. Yeah, yeah.
Cage.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. That was
Well,
going too hard with it. Look in the
Cage,
private chat. Yeah.
what are you doing, dude?
Just here, bud. What are you doing?
No, but
I like
I'm
the
asking
curtains.
you.
I like the
Yes,
curtains on the.
Cage. I'm not dumb. I see you are here. I asked you regarding you show up and you jumped right in to a narrative against Stephen.
Don't you know every woman is attracted to schizophrenia and finger
Gage,
puppets? Come on, man.
Gage,
It's
how is
2025.
that how is that related to you?
It isn't it. I just had to point it out, you know.
No, you didn't have to point that out,
Well, I felt
Cage.
like I wanted to.
You wanted to point that out. Now we're getting closer. See, you
Yeah,
do what you
middle
want,
aged, uninshaped, fucking whatever.
Gage.
Doesn't matter.
What are you doing?
I'm here talking to you, Jack. What do you want to talk about?
Well, what I'd like you to do is look a little closer because what I saw you
Mm.
doing was interrupting me again to deflect from what I'm saying
I don't think
back
I want to look a little
to.
closer, but yeah, I hear
He's
you.
trying to use your show, Jack, to attack me. That's what I see.
I
Oh,
see
But
that.
okay.
it
Like
doesn't harm me.
Queen
He
I
can't
Steve is
harm
a
me.
fucking victim. Okay.
what I'm seeing though, honestly, it's another coaching opportunity. Because if we can help
I need
Cade,
some coaching, Jack. How much do I have to pay to get some proper coaching for me?
all you've got to do is shut your mouth, Cage.
No,
And
well that costs a lot. So how much do you have to
Good
pay me?
luck on that. He'll never shut up.
then I guess I got nothing he wants.
Yeah. I wish he would listen, and I've said this before, and this is sincere. I wish people would come for Jack's message rather than come with these squabbles and disagreements and insults and immaturity and all that kind of, that stuff that they're trying to take over the show basically and use Jack's platform as a means to attack someone. It's just dumb. I mean, it's just a waste of time. It's immature and it's just dumb. I mean, he can do better than that. Everybody can do better than that.
Not until they admit that they can. And this is what I've been trying to communicate with these
Yes.
people. They're all headstrong and filled with hubris and arrogance, and they won't even accept that they have a problem in their behavior.
Yeah, he won't admit that he's doing it, right? Is that what you're saying? He won't. Yeah. It's not
The
just Cage. I mean, it's
no, no,
he's just
no. Yeah,
Cage, but it's a bunch on YouTube.
generic. Yeah, well, generically, it's the ego. It's the evasive nature of the ego. It doesn't want to get caught. It is the devil inside of us. It creates the distractions, the diversions, and the excuses.
Yes, which humans are basically modern humans at least are at an expert level at making excuses. Most people don't own up to what they've said, what they've done. They don't say sorry. That's so common. This one might make you laugh, Jack. There's a guy, Brown's Boy, that thinks I'm a paid actor and that you pay me money to be on your show. You're not paying me. I mean, Jack is not paying me or anybody else that comes, as far as I know, that comes on as a guest. He thinks we're all paid actors. I mean, that's the level. And some are buying it when he's saying this. They think that behind the scenes, Jack Talcott is paying me money to show up here as a guest. It's ridiculous, but these are the narratives that get spun on YouTube. It's actually funny to me. It's just laughable.
It's insanity, dude. People have no. I've witnessed. I take what I find online. As an exaggerated example of society because I know in real life people aren't acting the way that they act online. But these are people. These are people from our society, and there is such little self-accountability. I mean, what you demonstrated, Stephen, being willing to say, hey, I did these things and I accept accountability. I'm sorry. It's amazing how few people are willing to do that. It really is.
Yes, and I wish more would do that.
I do
I
too.
really do. I think it would make a difference in the world, not just with the Jack Talcott show or channel. Beyond this, bigger than like the big picture. If
Yes.
people were willing to say, "Hey, I'm sorry I made fun of you. I'm sorry I made these memes," and confess and say apologize and own up to it and face the consequences or face whatever people say in response, it would be better. But a lot of people don't do that. Even criminals that have, like, I can't imagine harming somebody physically and just never saying sorry, being in prison for a decade or 20
Right.
years or whatever. It's really, I don't know, it's a sad part of this world that a lot of people just can't apologize for what they've done or own it.
All right, I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own my fault in that. I'm gonna get out of my imagination here. You know what? Enough is enough. I'm about to live without fear, genuinely. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back to the area I lived in and definitely not run it. And yeah, I'm ready to live without fear, man.
Does that mean without wisdom to you?
What's the difference between wisdom and knowledge, Jack?
Are you going to apologize for all of the
I
evil, rude things,
apologize for
lies?
I apologize for you being you. Yeah.
That
I'm
doesn't make
joking. I
sense.
apologize for me, my indiscrepancies. I'm a terrible human being. I'm a horrible person. How dare me?
I don't think you're taking this seriously, Cage.
No. But genuinely, though, okay. Outside of that, all, yeah. There's no reason for me to act like that. You know, what I mean? We're
Right.
all trying to learn. We're all trying to learn in a way, and not, you know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, I've been genuine the entire time. I've tried to help the most I can.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
Yeah, I disagree. If
Okay,
you
well,
were,
maybe I could do
you were
better tomorrow.
okay, if you were genuine the whole time, then you were genuinely offensive. See, if you weren't,
Not
right?
today. I'm saying in like abroad over time.
Okay.
Not today. Today now I'm fucking around on purpose. Right? I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah. But I assume it's not just today that you've been fucking around online and not really being that genuine, but maybe telling yourself that you're genuine all the time. Is that
Not all the
possible?
time, but over
He
time,
did a
yeah.
lot of evil to rat blood and various people. Like, Cage, why don't you just own up
You're
to what
defending
you've done?
rat blood now too. I thought everybody's a demon. You gotta seal them into the world. Steven, you're a good fucking actor, I'll tell you that. Fuck.
Cage, you are almost near impossible to have a conversation with. It's fascinating, dude.
Take that word near, Talcott. Near. It means it's possible. It's not impossible.
Yeah, I have
I think
faith.
I think
What,
he's disrespectful, even the way he addresses Jack, saying Talcott, Talcott. I don't know. It's just weird the way,
Should I
like,
say Mr.
maybe it doesn't.
Talcott? If Mr. Talcott, would that be better?
no, no. I'm fine with the talc. I'm fine with actually.
How do you want to be referred to, Talcott? Like, what is this?
I'm not so concerned with the name that I'm identified as I am with how I'm treated. And consider that regarding the arguments on the name of Jesus, the name of God. Do you think Jesus or God would be just offended if we didn't have the name right? I think they're more looking out for what's our relationship like with them.
I
How much
agree.
how much care do we give them?
Whether someone says Jesus, Yeshua, whatever, I think that God would be fine with that. But my point was, I think Cage does that to be disrespectful. I think he's trying to
No,
be,
no, I
but
don't.
that's the
No, I
way I
don't,
would take it.
Steven. That's
I don't think he
disingenuous, okay?
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like,
I
look,
don't
I could talk
I don't
like this and be very
Okay.
polite and cordial with you, right? I could talk like that, and come on,
it's
Steven. It's all
yeah.
love and live without fear, man. Come on. What are you doing?
No, the Talcott thing, that's not any offense. It's just how he is. And you know, I spent years in the military. That was my name, Talcott, right? So
Talcott, where's their number?
But
Should we
Cage
have
would
it?
make a piss poor drill sergeant. I don't think he'd be
Yes,
very good.
drill sergeant. Yes, drill sergeant. Talcott, why is your bed not made correctly? You gotta lay in it.
See in the chat that Browns boy thing is catching on. A Peace Dynamo said the level of acting on here is Oscar worthy. They think we're actors. They actually think that this is a play. I
We're
mean,
all
it's just
pretending brothers and sisters. Well, the whole world's
this is
listening to you,
hilarious.
brothers and shit,
The
sisters.
people
It's
actually think we're
Shakespearean,
paid
man.
actors. This is incredible.
Hey, if
I
it
get
were, we just
$1,000 a show, everyone. Every time I show up on Jack's show, he sends me
Mr. Talcott's
$1,000.
genuine. He's not acting. He's living his life, okay? Mr. Talcott has plenty of opportunities in this world, okay? And so everybody does, right? It's not an act, okay? I'm not acting. I could fucking act if you want me to.
$7,000 a week sometimes I'm getting for being an actor.
7 years a week? 28 grand a month for Talcott? I
Oh,
think Talcott deserves 28 grand a month. Maybe you could sell Talcott. Maybe you could sell like one beard hair per day. Make 28 grand a month. That could be a business model. I think people would buy it. You like put in like a little hermetically sealed vessel and shit and sell it to people. Like a jar or something. Maybe a mason jar. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you don't know.
There was a lady on here, apparently some young lady, and she sold her bath water for hundreds, like millions of dollars.
oh, Jack. Sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to ask this question while it's on my mind. How do we help these people get out of their imagination? Is there something that we can do, in a sense, that could trigger them to get out of their imaginations and start facing reality?
Yeah, I'm wondering how to get the fuck out of my imagination. I've been pondering this my whole life.
Do you want to know?
Yes, I do, Mr. Talcott.
Shut up. That's how.
Sorry, shut the fuck
Shut
up and I get it.
your fucking mouth, Cage. That's how. And then with a silent mouth, you can tell your mind to shut up.
Duly noted.
You can slow your thoughts down intentionally. And as you slow your thoughts down intentionally, you can notice that silence that's in between the interruptions, right? And the interruptions are the words.
Is that a form of meditation, Talcott?
It's a form of living in
living,
presence.
living meditation. Okay.
Yes, it's how we're supposed to be, Cage.
Well, my mind, you know what's really weird? If you just slow your mind down to the point, you just hang around people, you hear all their thoughts after. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I hear you.
I've certainly heard a lot of your thoughts, Cage. And yes, it is kind of annoying sometimes.
Exactly, no?
He can be, yes. Hurt people. And I think Cage is one of those, and I'm not saying this to be mean whatsoever, but I think he was hurt early on in life. He's got work to do as an adult healing himself so that he can do better interacting with people.
Yeah, I've ordered finger puppets on Amazon. I'm going to work on it.
Do you want to explain that, Cage? Or you
Well,
think
maybe
that
with the finger puppets, right? It can get you back out of your imagination into the physical.
Cage,
You can learn.
you're not making any sense. Okay? You have these thoughts in your head and incomplete thoughts are coming out, but a lot of times those incomplete thoughts that you're sharing are totally unrelated to what's happening here and now. So,
Mr. Talcott, I'm talking to Mr. Steven over here. Mr. Killian.
I realize that, and I'm trying to get you to see what you're doing. What you're doing is you're trying to be provoking and, kind of a jab at Steven, I'm assuming. And I don't understand why.
I love you, brothers and sisters. I love you, Talcott.
Well, then,
I love
Cage,
you, Steven. I love
then
all
look
of
at,
humanity. No, but
then,
for real, though, I do actually love people in general. I won't
okay,
give up on the human.
Cage, then for real, please listen to me. Please look at your behavior. Not so much everybody else's behavior, but look at yours. Because yours is the only one you can really control or change. And that's for all of us, guys. It's so easy to get caught in what others are doing and, spending time arguing and guessing what other people should do. Well, unless you're going to go talk to them and actually support them, you're just distracting yourself from improving you.
I'm working the entire time here, Mr. Talcott.
Okay.
I have lots to do. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, that's what this society taught us. But guess what? Life isn't designed like that. You've got a mind with limited focus. And what happens with this multitasking is we go through the motions a lot of times, half-assing each multitask, and we don't really catch what's going along. But Cage, back to the idea of the silent mind, the being and doing. It's the society profits from us being distracted, and entertained. But if we control our focus, we can accomplish more, we can spend less energy, and we have the chance to change this world. Guys, meditation and prayer. Those might be as important as eating, in my opinion.
It's probably more important than that, actually. And yeah, with meditation, like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be real now. I'm cutting the fucking shit. But either way, yeah, meditation is very important, and a lot of people have a difficult time doing that, right? Because their mind's racing constantly. So all you have to do, you literally have to do nothing. You just sit there with your own thoughts and just like relax that shit. You know what I mean? It could be in a position, it could be in a comfortable position, whatever you want. That's very, very important. I meditate on the daily. I'm not even joking. I fast, I meditate, I do all that. It's very important. Now I'm being genuine here now. So yeah, Jack, what you're talking about is completely true. Going back to, getting away from all this fucking shit, and, and going back into your own, how is this operating? How is this reality operating? It's operating through your own mind, in a way. Getting back to that and just observing it is amazing. It's meditation. You just sit there. You don't got to do any. You don't have to like hold a perfect posture with specific. You just sit there, or you lie there, or whatever, in a comfortable position, and just close your eyes and observe what's going on within yourself.
Great. Thank you for your explanation. How much do you do that each day?
About 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes you fall asleep and shit, and then you have crazy dreams and stuff. But
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's being sincere. I've got to chime in on that. But
I'm not sure why he thought. I guess I don't know. I don't know why he was talking about it.
No, I do. Like, I do that. And you can have other modes of meditation, even like doing action, right? You could be running.
Cage, please stop. Cage, please stop.
Right.
Please. Thank you. I don't want to hear about meditation from you. You have a habit of running your mouth. Okay. And someone who actually practices meditation knows how to be silent. And you don't seem the type, but you do. Let me not bastardize you. Okay. Cage, you're such a good dude. I just don't know how to communicate with you. And here's the situation I'm at. Okay. I don't want to act like or come across as though I think I'm better than anyone else. I do not. But I know what I have learned. And what I have learned is a little bit different than a lot of other people, considering the topics I devoted myself to studying. So I can help a lot of people improve their behavior, but they don't think they have anything wrong with them.
That's the problem. That's the hurdle in a sense. But you know, Jack, what you were saying about focus, paying attention, multitasking is not helpful. Being in the present moment and being focused on what's said, that's the way to learn things. And I wish, and I've said this before, but I wish people would do that when they tune into live streams instead of just kind of gossiping in the chats and just not being focused on the message.
Well said, Stephen. And yeah, like, yeah, talking about meditation and all that is very, very important for people. For example, here's a fun fact for you. Doing like a whole chess tournament is the equivalent. You'll burn as many calories as running a marathon in a chess tournament. So, like, these mental things and these mental acumens, these mental forces that we use can actually have a physical effect on our own body. It might not be the exact same way, but you can look it up, search it up, search up, yeah, if you like.
Very familiar. So this the Bible consistently condemns gossip as a serious sin that causes harm, spreads falsehoods, and sows discord among the people.
Well,
And
Talcott, they tried putting you into a meme and all that. You know what I mean? Like, the way they attacked you online is kind of fucked up. Well, that's what people do. And fuck Steven, you little fuck. All you do, your entire channel is
Cage,
based off of that. I'm
Cage,
sorry to tell you that, but yeah,
you
I thought you were.
interrupted me again, Cage.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why are you doing this, dude?
I'm talking.
Seriously.
I'm talking to
What is
Steven.
your Cage?
Can you?
What is your problem?
What is your major malfunction, Talcott?
I'm asking you.
Okay. Well, all I'm trying to say.
Please,
Can you let me explain, please, or no?
I want you to answer my question.
Okay.
Why did you choose to interrupt me to talk to Stephen again?
Because you brought up the fact that gossip is a terrible thing to do to people, and his
Mm-hmm.
entire channel is based off of it.
And did
Do
you
you
think
not
I
see a
was done?
correlation?
Did you
Okay.
think I was done?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry
No.
for
So you
interrupting.
wanted to interrupt me because of something you remembered. Is that accurate?
It's not remembering; it's what's happening
Cage,
now.
Cage, his channel is not happening now except in your head. And you used that as an excuse to interrupt me again, Cage. I've had enough with you today. I do care about you, young man, but holy cows. Nothing but deflections, distractions, and interruptions.
Yeah. Holy cows, man. That's the rudeness. I like what Lindsay's saying, though, in the chat room. Um, she's making some good comments.
Yes.
Cage could actually take take a lesson from Lindsay and just kind of, I don't know, hopefully he does better.
He's learning. This idea on gossip, though, seriously, I do believe this is an important. Maybe I'll discuss that in an upcoming stream. I'm going to give it some more thought, though, sure. But truly, this is what my life has shown to me, and the way I've followed my logic. Okay, to me, God is the truth. It is through whatever that is real that I learn of the truth. The truth of my life has shown me how critically important the truth really is in our lives. If we don't pay attention, we're going to miss what's going on. And we live in a world that profits from people not paying attention. Well, there's competing forces that want our attention. Earlier in my life, I did not see any value in giving God my attention. Today, it's truly the only place I want my attention to be, is with God.
Yes. Which makes me have a question to ask you, Jack. What should we do with someone that is like giving us attention, but wanting our attention in ways that are unhealthy, we'll say, rude ways, like somebody obsessing over me and they follow me around and want my attention? How should I handle that other than just like
Mhm.
what would be the best way to handle somebody that obsessively is seeking my attention?
I've noticed you've got some like that, for sure. Um, how do you deal with it? For me, I've made a lot of mistakes. So I don't know that I have the exact answer, but what I found helps me is realizing what I can and cannot control. I try to realize that, they're on their path and I need to focus on me. Now, a lot of people have suggested to me, shut the door, just block them. You don't have to see it. You don't have to deal with it. That doesn't seem like you. It's not me. Are you the type to block people and just push them out?
I do block them on my channel. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
do. I admit to that, but
In the
I
greater picture, though, beyond just
yeah,
the inner
yeah,
nasty comments and stuff.
beyond that, like I don't want to just call them piss ants or cockroaches and kind of lash out or fire back at them. But some have just been craving my attention for weeks, months, maybe years in some cases, and I'm just not even sure what they want.
I would ask if the opportunity is available to communicate, then that is the best way, ideally. Um, but a lot of times communication is not an option. It's just,
Well, yeah, like I didn't want to side rail the show here by asking Cage what he wants, but is he in love with me? Like, is he obsessed with me? Like, I have a girlfriend, Cage. I don't need another girlfriend. So, I don't know. The guy just does, every time I'm on a panel and he sees me, he comes on and does this. So there's something there. There's a pattern there of him seeking my attention and trying to say things to try to get my attention. I don't know. Like, does he need a father figure? I'm a lot older than he is, so maybe he's looking for a daddy. I don't know, Cage, but whatever the case may be, I'm not sure how to handle it because I don't know why he wants my attention so badly.
he's in the back, but I'm not going to bring him up. I'm going to offer Cage, you should go stop by if that's allowed. I'd assume it would be. If
Yeah, he
Cage,
could stop by my channel when I have a link to chat
yeah,
with me on mine if you want to resolve things on my channel. I just didn't want to detract from Jack's show and give in to Cage and let it spiral. I didn't want to do that.
yeah.
So,
Hey, there was something else though I've noticed in a lot of the personalities online, and it's not just online. If you can see it in politics, you can see it everywhere. Um, the people that seem to want the most attention, they're it's their inner spirit calling out for attention. We've been talking about the patterns of hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. That's that inner hurt. And so that's really when you see people acting out, it's just like a child. A child is acting out, but they've got feelings that need resolved.
yeah, it is like a child acting out, and they get emotional. They'll kind of yell, throw a tantrum, get rude or insulting, and say things. And yeah, it's that's a good analogy. I just somebody said to me recently, and it's not a knock on Jack, but they did say that your show, they like the message of Jack, but they notice in the chat it's always people are commenting about gossip or insulting the guests on the stage. They're never talking, almost never talking about Jack's message. with rare exceptions. TJ was giving gospel quotes, and Lindsay and some others were. There are exceptions always, people that do pay attention to the message, and I give them credit to the ones that do. They're due credit. But others, it's just like, damn, what are they here for? Just to sling insults, and it's weird. And it's just, if you look at it, you step back and you just look at the chat. I don't focus on the chat most of the time, but that's what it is. And then I think that deters people from wanting to come on that are good, high quality minded guests, because they're looking at the chat and thinking, I don't want 25 or 35 or 50 people hurling insults. And that's all they're here for. They don't seem here for the message. I wish they'd pay attention to the message.
It's mixed, but there's actually many in my chat, at least. Many are supportive. We attract all types, but all types are included in everything, and we are everything.
Yes.
Took that a long ways.
This Raymond guy said if people wanted the message, they could go to church, but they don't. But church's message isn't the same, because church is really not talking about ending all wars and living without fear. So I have to disagree with you respectfully, Raymond. The message here is different from the churches I've been to.
Yeah. For now, I do see a day though. And we are this generation. We have the opportunity. We have all of the answers are available for us. Can we find the willingness? Can we find the faith? Because if we can find the willingness and we can find the faith, we can overcome the divisions of politics, economics, and religion very easily. The answers are available. The truth is eternal.
The truth is eternal. I like that. Really like the sound of that. I think Lindsay is a good supporter of yours. I recognize her comments today in the chat. I think that would actually, I'm going to try to do more of that. Compliment people and recognize when give them credit and recognize them. Not just here as a co-host, but wherever I am on YouTube and in life outside of just the online experience.
Please. I love it, Stephen. And really, if we all just kind of just a little bit, get that step going towards better. And then that inertia kicks in and you get addicted to better. And better just grows and grows. And this comment, lasting peace in the world begins with peace in our own hearts. When we quiet the conflict inside, we stop feeding the conflict outside. And that's where ending wars truly starts. And that is the truth, man. It really is. I never knew inner peace was a possibility until I experienced it. And once I found it, I never want to leave it, man.
Yeah. Isn't that old saying, experience is the best teacher? There's a saying about experience being the best teacher. So you never knew it till you experienced it. I think this is something that makes sense to a lot of people, that when we experience just like when we experience love, a real love, some of us, let's say, grew up unloved, and then at a certain point you feel love and you're like, you experience it, and then you're like, now I know what they're talking about.
Yeah. It's a mystery. Hey, Stephen, thank you. I'm going to start wrapping up here. I just realized we're going a while.
Well, thanks for having me on, Jack. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you spreading the message of love and peace and ending all wars and living without fear. And I try to focus on the message. I'm not focused on the squabbles. I'm going to focus less and less as I go on. I'm going to focus on the message. And I think if people can try to do that, it'll be a better place. Thanks for having me on. And God bless you. Take care.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you. Cage, you have been waiting. I'm going to give you a moment. Welcome back, Cage.
Oh, I'm back. Yeah. Well, I'm doing my own thing. If anyone wants, I'm not trying to.
No, that's fine. Please.
Yeah. If anyone wants to join, right, just simply search up Caged Reality with 333 at the end. I'm sure you'll find me. You know what I mean? Or simply click the link, or like the comments in there. I'm not trying to take your audience or anything like that. You know what I mean, Jack? How
No,
many years there?
it's
You know,
just fine.
it could be a great conversation. Jack, you're welcome too if you want to come hang out if you want for a little bit.
Appreciate
We have
that.
some interesting stuff here to go. Yeah, I know you've been there a couple times before. So is like pretty much every single quote content creator. They've all been over here eventually. They tried taking my shit down. I got it right back. But yeah.
I think I got the right link. That should be the link for Caged Reality.
I appreciate that, Jack. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, man.
double
Yeah.
check.
I'm not sure if it is, but
It
either
is.
way, it's supposed to
Yep.
start.
Yep.
It's actually supposed to start now. So, oh.
Perfect. All
But
right.
yeah, thank you, Jack. Have a great night, and I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Blessings. Brothers and sisters, we ran long for those who have been here or stuck around. Thank you. I appreciate it. The idea of the topic today, the freedom to share, truly, if we move beyond the memories, if we move beyond the profit and the debt scheme, what's in it for me, and remembering all the obligations and debts from the past. If we can move beyond this profit and debt mindset, then we have the freedom to share. And when you've got the freedom to share, is that not godlike? I mean, and these are some ideas that I really do. I've been taking these ideas to heart for myself, and that's why I'm trying to share them with you. The idea of becoming God-like. If you simply accept that God is with you and you recognize that God is you and everything else you realize there's no separation from you and God. And if there's no separation from you and God, then heaven is yours. Heaven is yours. There's heavenly experiences here and now waiting for you to experience. As soon as I wrap this up, I'm going to go back to my own heavenly experience alone with God, love, pleasure, just unlimited opportunities. Because when you're with God, which you are, everything is possible. And if everything is possible, please join me. Join me in believing that we are the solution. We are the light. We are the image of God, in the image of Jesus, in the image of the Most High. We can live with love and honesty and forgiveness and joy and prosperity and abundance are our birthrights. And when you realize that you have God with you and you have everything, then you need nothing. And if you need nothing and you have everything, then you have plenty to offer. And if you have plenty to offer, well, then that low self-worth, that doesn't make any sense because you're you and there's not another copy of you. You are the most special and unique creation that you might ever meet. Be that way, and I'm going to wrap it up here. Brothers and sisters, thank you again. Until next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. And I do think I've got a set to, for those who are interested and want to stick around, I think I've got a set to forward over to Breakfast Tacos. If I'm not mistaken, he hit a subscriber milestone. So we'll send a little bit of support his way. Say hi if you go that way. Thank you again. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace.